So we are here in City Hall right now, and apparently they're saying that we are not able to come up. So we are definitely live right now. It is like really, really loud right now. Excruciatingly loud right now. We are here at City Hall. Let me know if y'all can hear me. We're live in City Hall right now. They're letting us up there as well. They're not letting us up. So I don't know if y'all can definitely hear me, but apparently a lot of stuff has happened down here. So as you all can see that we are here live in City Hall, and people are saying that not letting us up at this currently day right now. So that is definitely where they're coming from. They're saying that they're not letting people up and stuff like that. And stuff like that. Come on, babe!
This not the right thing. Seven ain't the right way.
Going up.
Okay, let's go.
You say 7 to 1.
Get out.
Yeah, so we are here, and they were saying that we are here. They were saying that a lot of people they were saying that they wasn't letting people up, but some of the public was walking out there to get out there, as well.
You can already see the narrative they're trying to do.
Yeah, so they're making it difficult for the public to get here. So give me a second. Let me know if y'all can hear me. They're apparently we're just walking different parts for the public to be able to get here to speak. So right now we are walking. As I can say, I'm being led.
They said they already getting this there.
You know, we're heading downstairs as we can see, and they're letting me know that we're here. They're not letting a lot of people up, so I'm just following the crowd here that is here. Downstairs is an estimate of about 50, I count 60 people.
So they having a whole event without us.
Yeah, about 60. And that is office, and so we are definitely coming down as well.
This is cool. I think this is where the office is.
Yeah, so we are definitely trying, and
I know.
we're definitely trying to find out where we're going. This is like literally my first time here, so we're just trying to see where exactly where we're going.
Did y'all know that? Black men, y'all use us, they use us for the field commission and grave job. 18,000. Like I don't see none of y'all fighting for that. I don't see none of y'all fighting for that. That you expect for us to fight and support you all.
That's not true.
We've been supporting forever. Our Latino brothers. My Latino brothers coming in and out of the prison. I don't see y'all even fight for them. Well,
Folks with homeless encampments to be able to help house them together in parallel. We want to be able to do this for every person experiencing homelessness in the city of Chicago with a tri-fold phase to be able to shelter every single person in the next 2 weeks experiencing homelessness in Chicago and then asylum seekers that are in police stations. This thing, we can do it together.
But we're not hearing together. It's not hearing together. It's not no warfare. It's not no warfare. We first. Commit to me that we first. And commitment what?
You got a commitment to work with you to make sure that those needs are addressed. Those needs must be addressed. You got my commitment.
Yeah.
You got my commitment. We got a meeting with South Shore leaders on tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Our objective is for freedom to protect the immigrants. We want that, but you can't get in front of us.
No, nobody's doing it.
That's all we're saying.
That's right.
$51 million shouldn't have been given when we have no job, no employment.
Let us go through the presentation.
This plan is not to be able to say
I
how.
don't see black. I don't see black.
We were not at the table.
No, we're presenting. No, this is not voting on. We're presenting
But
that.
you're presenting something without our voice.
Well, we're not presenting this to the city
You
council.
presented it, you're about to present it without
Then
any of us at the
this is
table.
not presented to the city council yet. We're going to meet to present it with you.
But no, you can't present it, we haven't seen it.
This is a
This is-
draft
this is
to
what
be
we-
able to do.
No, this is 5 minutes before the city
This
council.
is not me voting on.
Are you serious?
This is not me voting on.
You can't
This
even
is not me
present
voting on.
this.
This is a working draft.
This is
Why can't you reach out? Why can't you reach
We
out?
have reached out to all black caucus.
Yeah,
No,
It's supposed to be all of us or just for y'all?
tomorrow we have a meeting at 5 p.m. with the South Shore leaders. We're welcome to sit.
Immigration. None of you all have reached out.
No,
Alderman Lopez reached out, but none of you all have reached out.
Right. We got my
have a whole
commitment. We got my
proposal talking
commitment.
about us with you,
Yes.
without
No,
us.
we're meeting tomorrow.
That's not
Let's meet.
good.
Let's meet
It's
tomorrow.
like, let's meet tomorrow. We said we had time tomorrow.
I reach out to
You already have a meeting with them talking to us.
Y'all want to take the meeting tomorrow so y'all can get y'all
This is not
cash
being-
today.
this is not being voted
That's
on.
not how it goes.
We need to work. We need to keep as a group.
You need to work together. You do it right.
We kill as a group.
Thank you.
All we're saying is this whole country has stepped on the black man and woman in this.
We not taking it no more.
And all we're saying is we don't have
It's
no
over.
problem with everybody receiving. We family.
We in the same page.
But we saying that we have 18,000 in the city of Chicago, ex-felons. The only thing this country and this city has had for black men and boys are graveyard. They got housing for us to go in prison, but no housing for us when we return. That's public safety. That's forward. But that's the public safety issue they keep lying about, but they don't tell the people that if you don't address housing, if you don't address employment, and if you don't address the mental health issue as a result of all of that, you will never invite. Stop lying. Y'all keep letting them lie.
You got an invitation to work together. There you go.
So it's exactly how they shared. There is a crisis of homelessness across the city of Chicago where encampments have existed for years and years and years. And as I said, the black community has been affected by this throughout our entire history. And so that is exactly what we're saying. This plan should not just be for asylum seekers. This plan should be able to be implemented to house every single person experiencing homelessness across the city of Chicago. These issues are hand in hand, and we should be working together, working as a community in solidarity with one another. And so that's why we're saying this housing plan is united across the city, reflected throughout boards and executed, but hand in hand with people who have been living on the streets. And for as long as Chicago has existed, housing is a right, and as all the person consequences shared, it is not a privilege. It is a right for everyone, and we will make sure that that plan includes folks that have been experiencing homelessness, and how it disproportionately has always affected the black community. That's exactly how we want to be able to address this issue. Okay. Yes. So, and on phase one, the short term is emergency response. We're able to house all individuals living in homeless encampments across the city and individuals that are currently in police stations. Emergency shelters are able and capable to be opened immediately in every single ward. As shared prior, there can be 3 categories. One where there's 300 to 400 people in a type A shelter, 150 to 200 people in type B shelter, and in type C shelter, we have 25 to 30 people. These can both exist for folks already experiencing homelessness, and I believe believe the number is higher. I think there's 60,000 people in the city of Chicago and encampments across the city. And in the police stations, there's 783. We can do this together to house every single person that's experiencing that homelessness through the first phase of emergency shelter. Second phase is transition. When all folks in these shelters have been able to be assisted through transitional housing, through case management, through social services, through mental health services, being able to help with that residency if it is related to asylum seekers. When folks that are even experiencing homelessness today likely are not having the capability to move forward because they may not have their IDs, may not have birth certificates, and ensuring that we work with our local organizations to help them fulfill that. There should be no reason why in the city of Chicago we have a city key service, why folks cannot be able to get that assistance with residency. In transitional housing, we work with our local boards, with our local chambers, and the chambers to help with workforce development, to employ these folks to be able to help on the economic development, to thrive across the communities, and help these individuals thrive and sustain their own quality of life. And the third phase, after folks move from emergency to transition, is the long-term and permanent housing. Every single person who should be in a shelter and move from phase 1 to phase 2 should be helped assisted through affordable housing. There's a lack of affordable housing across the city of Chicago, and Alderman Central Lopez is committed to providing this and ensuring that everyone who transitions through these shelters transitions into a permanent and affordable housing for all. Through this, as we can see in the analysis, as it comes to in our temporary shelters, the shelter status currently that exists that opened just 2 weeks ago in the 25th ward. In our 3 locations, there's a capacity for 210 people. It is right now at 186. There is room to be able to open up more of these, to be able to house again the folks in encampments and house the folks in police districts. In this status, you can see the 3 districts how many people are separated by age, by sex, by adults, and by children. Their origin and when they've been activated inside of the shelter. In their arrival history, you're able to see when folks have arrived, if they're active, and then if they're relocated into a transitional housing, or they're relocated into permanent housing, into affordable situations, whether that's through apartments or through their own, being able to go into home ownership for themselves. Again, it's separated by how many are grouped by family members. What we see is that there's a higher volume of single folks, so looking at apartments where it's able to house individuals, but then it transitions into the highest amount is families of 4, making sure that affordable housing is accessible with multi-units to be able to house multiple individuals in one family and not separated by the capacity of saying there's only affordable housing for 1 bedroom. There should be all for 3 and 4 bedrooms.
Running out of time.
Yes.
Can we ask questions specifically because this PowerPoint is not useful for our audience and our viewers?
So I'll go ahead and put it. It may not be useful for your audience and viewers, but it's useful for all residents across the city of Chicago.
Not for the black folks. Not for black people.
Education is important as well, which is exactly why in every shelter they should be connected with all Chicago public schools. Outside of housing being a right, education is also a right. Every single shelter should be able to register all of the age-appropriate individuals to education, whether that's through preschool, grade school, and city colleges of Chicago. We're able to see how that transitions locally in the 25th ward. And then the last version of it is how dashboards are able to be utilized across the districts. We want to be able to implement this, again, across all wards, and it can be executed for all persons experiencing homelessness and folks in police stations. Now we're going to take questions.
Does the alderman support the housing of the migrants at Wright College?
Yes.
Does he support them being in police districts currently?
No.
Okay. Do you have any identified locations other than Wright College? What are the locations you've identified?
South side of Chicago.
We have toured David College. David College has 4 buildings that are currently not in use. They're not in use, and it will not affect the programming that currently exists in the main building at David College. We were able to tour that and serve the board, and at the 4 buildings, they were immediately able to house
doesn't have to start. So you can grab the mayor coming in.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna grab that. What's her name? Yes.
I don't know
She
her name.
worked for an organization. She's not an alderman.
She's the Alderman Violence and Chill assistant.
Okay, she's assistant to her.
Yeah. I don't know well her name, but I know more the position of her.
Okay. And her position is what again?
The assistant of violence and criminal.
Okay.
She's also the PR for him.
PR for Alderman Lopez?
Yeah.
And which ward is that?
That's Pilsen.
Pilsen. Okay.
I think
Okay.
10, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So that's about
I know it's Pilsen. So.
Okay, Pilsen. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank you.
I want to address the question the gentleman asked. It's a very good question. That's why asking for the 6 colleges of Chicago and the president of the Church of Baptist is proposing.
Elevators must be packed.
Yes, a lot of people downstairs. About, I would say about 90 to 100 people.
So it was pretty packed down
It's
there.
packed.
Yes, sir.
Is this one?
Also, by the way, I want to reach out to my African American brothers. The leadership of my community, they totally African American works for a decade now.
So we're going to the next one to start. Absolutely, it is resistance.
For you?
Okay. They are extremely upset when it comes to that's how that goes. So I'm gonna put my phone on the charger. It's already fully charged. I got a nice size bar on it. I just have to take the headphones out. So right here, as well. I'm trying to see if we're able to go in, as you can see, bring it back to me to give people a rundown. That was the lady that you saw at the podium was Alderman Lopez. She was speaking for him, and it's his PR person speaking for him. Of course, we had an organization, the brother that you all heard, that was speaking. That was Tyrone Muhammad, the executive director of the ECCSC. Again, that was the Tyrone Muhammad, and that is the ECCSE.org. So that is where he goes as well. So as you all can see, this is why we're just waiting to get in. They are holding the public to go in. Of course, to be letting the media in. Because we don't have our media credentials, we have to wait with the general public. But we are here. We are here.
Ohana and Scott. Yes, okay, so this is like, you go, okay, go, Oscar. Okay, yes, and then this is the, and then you, and this is the, everybody who's with Hana or Scott, come forward. And so, okay. Oh, Roosevelt, you're with, keep going. I have to put my bag there. Okay. Okay, go in front of me, please. Go in front of me, please. Okay. And then this is the right
Who are you guys here for? Michael Reese? Okay. Yeah, you were here for?
Yeah, for Alderman Coleman. I'm in her ward.
Okay. You didn't say that officer. You didn't go through it. You know her today. Okay. And where are you going here?
I'm with Alderman Coleman, Stephanie Coleman ward.
Okay. Do you have any ID or anything?
Yes, yes.
And where are you going, ma'am?
To the city council.
Okay, hold on. Is it? Nicole?
Alderman Rodriguez said he has seats for us there.
Well, he's got to come on. We're going to verify.
Who's Alderman?
Alderman Rodriguez, 22nd Ward.
Did she just walk her way?
No, that was Rosie.
Yeah. You'll have to get in contact with someone from the staff to come.
So you're going to have to get in touch with Alderman Coleman about coming out for you.
Okay.
So let's sit back here until we.
Just have one of our staff members come.
Ma'am, can I help you? Yeah. Hold on here.
Well, apparently they're not letting us in.
You guys are, excuse me, sir. You guys are all here for the council meeting?
Yes.
Right now, we believe it's full. We're finding things out, so just be patient with us.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Well, apparently, I was in that press conference, so we came inside. I should have came down here first. But that is okay. So we're out here. We're coming in here. So give me a quick second here. That's where we are. Give me just a second. And here, we are live. Give me one quick second. They're saying that it is for city council, it is for they're saying that it's
It's already full.
So everybody's full.
Yeah, everybody's full.
Absolutely not what? Nobody coming up. What, they going in?
Absolutely not. No one's coming. Muhammad, we're not doing this.
Nah, we good.
So we're not.
Nobody coming in.
I tried to show you it's
I
not
did.
downstairs.
No, you didn't.
I
You
sure
should never
did.
show me respect.
I sure did.
Letting no immigrants come in before me. And I'm dealing with all the doggone violence I stopped in this city. You can never show me no respect. Nah, they not. Nobody coming in. It's full. It's full.
It's too full, yo.
It's been. We knew it was gonna be full when they letting everybody in.
Yeah, you outside. Then city council meeting. Can you go live on there? Oh, I thought she was upset. Okay, all right. All right, bye-bye. Well, apparently.
You're on city employee. You're not to make the turn. Excuse me, sir. Oh, sorry. Please go through the church.
Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see the action.
So I know it's not. You're talking about right. You got issue of them right now. No homeless job. Right. You guys said don't need nothing more than that. What? And we don't eat nobody. We don't eat.
Hold on, I'm gonna take these off. Give me a second. Let me know if y'all can hear. I'm not getting closer. Let me know if y'all can hear. I took the headphones off. Let me know if you can hear. Let me know if y'all can hear. Let me know if y'all can hear. Press 1. Let me know if y'all can hear. Press 1. contact with the press office? Yeah, the press department, the press office. So I'm trying to get in contact with the press office for press credential, the press office. Yes, ma'am. The city hall, the mayor, yes.
Not one.
Yes, Lord. My name is Marquise Wiley. I was calling because I didn't get an update on my press credential. I sent multiple emails and trying to get in contact.
Guess what? It wasn't even, they didn't even know. That was
Press credentials so I can be in the press room and also the city council so I can have a press pass. I represent over 30,000 constituents in Chicago that have millions of viewers in Chicago, Illinois. I see. The press email, is that the press at City of Chicago? Is that the press at City of Chicago? I sent multiple emails. You don't see me there at all? The emails I received? Yes, ma'am. And you want me to send another email? Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. And I sent an email this morning. That'll be the fourth email. So you want me to send another email? It's a lot of commotion, and it's a lot of commotion down there in that city. Hello? You said what now? Oh, the mayor came up? Okay. All right. I think he's coming up. Okay. All right. I'm on the second floor. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm already upstairs. I just follow the crowd, but they're not letting nobody in. They said, yeah. So okay, I'm live right now. All right. Okay. So the mayor is on his way up. The mayor, excuse me, y'all. The mayor is on his way upstairs. So that's what's going on right now. The mayor is on his way upstairs. All right. I don't know if y'all be able to hear me because I didn't got my headphones in. My mic didn't get in yet, but the mayor's on his way. So they came to me. Well, she's yelling because she says she's upset that they are allowing people to come in her neighborhood. So that's why she's yelling right now. Yes. So I would know this was going to be chaotic because this is literally the first one, and they're going to vote today on millions of dollars to go in the shelter to give shelters for the migrants. Like they said, they claim that it's no room for anybody. There's no room. And they're saying right now that there's no room for us to get there. They said it is full at capacity. That's exactly what they're saying. It is full at capacity. They're not letting anybody in at all. That is exactly. So, and they said they're not letting anybody in. So they said they're not letting anybody in, and that's that's what they said. Yeah, that's what they said. So that's exactly what they said. She did. She calm down now. I understand this. They are expressing their First Amendment right, freedom of speech, protest. So they are expressing their First Amendment right. So as of right now, they, like I said, they are not letting anybody in to it at all. And so apparently, I just got word that they were letting people in at 8 o'clock, and so I just got word on that. So about 8 o'clock, and each alderman have their people that they want actually there. So each alderman had a group of their constituents there, and they're saying you have to get there around 8 o'clock to be seated. So yeah, so I will know. I'll come to the next one as well, but I will be here. I'm not gonna leave. We're gonna be here. Like I said, we got two chargers, two battery chargers. So we will be here for a while. So as you can see, it's like more police officers here. I'm assuming from the person I have downstairs, they're saying that that is going on downstairs. So that is what is going on when it came to that way. So as you clearly see, that it's a lot of people like downstairs, just a lot of people right now downstairs. So and they're not letting nobody in at all. They're not letting nobody in at all. So this is definitely division in the city. They definitely have division in the city. So this is where they're doing when it came to the city as well. So as of right now, this is what it's going. And of course, we have to be very consistent when it comes to upstairs. Uh-huh. That's the ottoman. And like I said, it's a crowd upstairs, but you ain't gonna be able to get in from upstairs. But apparently upstairs yelling. And again, I understand. I can't tell people as long as it's peaceful, that's fine. A peaceful protest, being peaceful. I mean, this is a part of the process in this country. Earlier, we was here. We was at a press conference. Like I said, residents were extremely upset about this issue. Chicago is a very divided city. It being divided now is just an issue there. Many aldermans, that's the black alderman is they don't agree with this plan because they feel as though that their wards, their constituents, have been for the lack of resources. I'm sorry, man. I'm all back at it. And so, yeah, so that's exactly what's going on. They said it's full. So I'm assuming that they had people coming up here way earlier than the time. So, and that's an African American, older gentleman with a like green hat, green jacket. He's upset. He's trying to get in. They let him know he cannot get in. He's trying to move past the barricade. He's trying to move past. Out of construction. Oh, out of all the days, it's under construction.
It wasn't under construction last week.
It was last week. It wasn't under construction. It wasn't. I was here last week. It was fine. Okay. Now they're saying that the gallery is under construction. They're not letting anybody in because it's under construction. And is what they are saying right now, that they're not letting anybody in. The gallery is under construction, but they did also told us that it was full, that they wouldn't let nobody in because they full the capacity. And a gentleman came in and told us that it's under construction. I can clearly say that black residents is definitely here all around the city. They're here all around the city, in City Hall right now, especially on the south and west side. So they're saying right now that is under construction. So it's under construction. Apparently they're saying that the mayor is speaking right now. The mayor is speaking. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me get my headphones. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to listen, and then I'm going to report to you what I hear from the live stream. Give me 1 quick second. Of course, we need a stand, so that's what we need y'all as well. Let me see if this on YouTube. Okay, that's enough. We need it here. Let me see. Okay, the coroner vote. Greg Johnson's written of his first city council meeting, City Hall, so they're recording their vote. The vote is open. They're doing it as well. They're going over motions right now. It's clearly, as you see, I have it in my ear. So they're going over motions now. Thank you so very much. Producers, if y'all can post what's going on, just type it in the chat and I'll push you on the screen here. They're going on the motions right now. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my hands. I'm trying to do two things at once. Okay, we back. I'm trying to do two things at once. I got it now. My bad. We already know. It's another interest that going. Okay, give me a second here. Alderman David Moore is not. Alderman David Moore is not in chambers. Alderman O'Shea is not in chambers, not present. Alderman Barnett. They're asking him a yes or. Give me a second. Not in chambers. Yes.
Your black ass.
I'm gonna send you an email to come on my show. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna send this out there.
That's right.
On the signation of God, that you bad. Listen, fight. This is a glove. Watch your cowards.
What you call them, mama? Bitch.
Watch your cowards. Y'all sit back and talk about with your hijacking, shooting up your own people. With your fucking coward. With your fucking coward looking out here for revolution. Die is something. But you're not gonna die, you coward.
Look at the one black police, two, wait a minute, are all Mexican and white. Get mad at the goddamn officer. Don't get mad at the Mexicans. Don't get mad, they let them come over.
Right.
They let them come over.
Right.
Biden and Trump, let their ass come.
And lock you up. They'll let them come with
They
no
let them come. And they
citizenship
work.
and lock their ass
And
up.
they not even leave. What the heck? They let them Mexicans come up.
Lock you up. Lock you up for this.
Go out.
You do anything you want. Why they don't do the Mexicans to his neighborhood? I agree with you. Why? They're not coming back.
They didn't say nothing about my green with it. That's where the clean is.
Homeless people live. People that go down, but the homeless people and bring them down here, take them to the police station, when they take them to the police, fire, send them there to the government, take the homeless people there. You see how they do. You want to know the homeless people, take them. Okay, Georgia, please come out here.
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see Brandon Johnson. I don't want to see him. I want to be seen. I didn't come to see him. I don't want to see him. I didn't take myself up here to see them. I want them to see me. I didn't come to hear them. I want them to hear me. I didn't come to see none of them. I came for them to see me. I don't want to hear a damn one. I want them to hear me. You thought I came to see Brother Trump? Hell no, I don't want to see him, but I want him to see me. It's about me and my people. That's what's wrong with black people. You got to be self-president. Lord, don't let the hair go big on the and you're not there. These Mexicans, these whites don't give a damn about you. And some of you don't give a damn about you. Don't get mad at these white that come. Get mad at the goddamn hall. Let the ass come.
black folks are racist. Biden is a goddamn racist too. Biden is a goddamn racist too. That's one bird with two damn wings. You can look how many blacks on the bicycle before. Look how many blacks as the police, all Mexicans and white. Can't you see? I don't have to be able to read, write, or do a damn thing. I can see, and I can smell something here is rotten. It's rotten. Yeah. Something is something here. You gotta know that you smell something is fucking here. Yeah. Something is fucking I'm very old black man. They're so good. I bring the job and the Democratic machine. I'm glad the black man is so good. I'm glad the black man is so good. I'm glad the black man. I'm from Brandon. The devil you know is better than angels you don't know. You were better off in this life. He was the overseer and Brandon the overseer. The devil you know is better than angels you don't know. I know that nigga. He didn't do shit over here at the county, at the commission. Not shit. And all y'all ran the speaking back in and put it in. Now five old niggas ran against Lady Light. She was already in. Who does it? A nigga. Name the nigga. Brandon Johnson. Sophie King. Who else? Amanda down there. What's that nigga that's giving money away? What's that nigga name?
Okay,
Willie Wilson.
we can see the city council meeting online. I'm watching it right now, and David Moore is on the floor fighting for his residents. Everybody should just tune in and watch it online until you can get in the door so you can see what they're saying in there. They're trying to get in there. What's going on?
Keep us in tune while we do this. What do you work for? You work for his office?
No, I don't work for any of them. I'm a community activist. I produce the events at Daily Planet. I'm the lady that got the street sign for Shabadoo. Did you see that? Yeah. So I work with some of these aldermen to honor people in the community. I'll give resolutions and street signs. And I came down here to talk to the aldermen about some resolutions and to make a public comment because I wanted Brandon to come and speak at my event, but I couldn't sign up for it.
Did you hear that they said that the gallery was under construction? What did you hear?
Yeah, I just heard that.
Okay.
I heard that.
How did that make you feel when they said it was under construction on today?
You know, my mind is focused on my agenda, but someone brought up a good point. If it was going to be under construction, it should have been under construction months ago, so it could have been ready for the new administration. There's been a lot of disorganization with the transition here. There was something that went on. I was having a big major at the Daily Planet, and he was supposed to have something there. It got canceled. It's just been a lot of disorganization, and I really hope they straighten it out. Transitioning into a new position is not easy, but I can come back, to another city council meeting. It's not a problem. I'm going to watch it online and see what's talking about, because they have to come out. The aldermen have to come out. So I'll just wait till the aldermen come out so I can say what I got to say.
I'm going to show you how many bring you on my show because I represent over 30,000 people in the city.
Okay.
So, because I know you can get your number or your social media if you have. I have
Mother Diva's house on Facebook, Mother Diva's house on
Instagram, Mother and then Diva. Are you live?
Yeah, I'm live now.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know.
I'm the Madam Ambassador of House and Electronic Dance Music, and I produce events at the Daily Plaza across the street. And the events that I produce are health and wellness events. They give information out on how to reverse certain health conditions, and it's informative. It's life-saving information.
Okay. They want to know, can you spell your name out so they can
Yes,
follow you?
MOTHERDIVA, Mother Diva. It's Mother Diva's House on Facebook and Mother Diva's House on Instagram. Here's my House for House music. It's Mother Diva's Show on Twitter because House was too long on Twitter.
We need a revolution. I'm sorry to tell you, we're the only people that ain't had no revolution against the United States, period. It's time. All this old trying to be cool and peaceful with these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They give a fuck if we start throwing these motherfucking works to them motherfuckers. They give a fuck then. No, we're gonna start here. We're gonna start here. Come on, man. We can't get along with this.
So this is not your first city council meeting.
No.
So the aldermen do come out this way.
Yeah, some of them will go out the back door, some of them will come this way.
Okay.
I was here for the last city council meeting with Lori Lightfoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it wasn't under construction. It wasn't all this chaos.
I'm telling you, that shit not gonna get you nowhere. I'm telling you, gonna keep on talking until you can't talk no more. You're gonna run over your ass.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Okay. If you really want to hurt somebody with a revolution, stop shopping at corporate. Stop buying Pepsi. Stop shopping at Walmart. Stop shopping at Target. That's how you want a revolution. Bring your own dollar.
When these they give us,
that's nothing. You feel so wrong.
they don't support, they don't give us shit. They don't give us these motherfuckers.
But it ain't about them.
They don't give us shit.
It's about what you want to do. It's not about what you
About the people. About the people.
You got the people. You got the people that
But
are
I'm on the
power. The power lies in you.
You have your way and he has his.
Right.
So it's no wrong
And there's no right or wrong way.
Don't argue about that.
Who was your uncle?
Moses.
Mostly's your uncle?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you make an appointment to go?
I got one with him. I got one with him. See, you don't know who you're talking to. You know who you're talking to.
Can you talk to that?
No, I'm going to talk to him, but I'm going to also be down here showing my motherfucking ass until we get this shit together. All that peace, man, all that peace shit, that don't work with me, man. I don't work with that. It's just how I do. It's just how I do.
I'm just saying that there's a way to get people.
I'm on the
and the
next.
best way to get them is in their pocket.
Let me explain something to you. I am on the Malcolm X, Nat Turner version. I'm not on that Martin Luther King shit. Matter of fact, I'm on Martin Luther King when they killed him. I'm on that shit. Okay, so you should know then. You should know.
But I know also too,
When it's time to test some shit up, it's time to test some shit
I'm gonna
up.
tear some shit up by not spending my money with your ass.
Man, they don't give a
And if I get a million
don't give a
people that
fuck.
don't spend their money there,
You know why they
gonna start thinking
don't
that way.
care that you don't spend your money? Because they just gave all these motherfucking immigrants enough money to replace you, knock you out your motherfucking crib with your kids, take over this Section 8, all this old shit. This is they plotting against us, baby. Okay, you don't have that problem, so you don't know. But I know 1,000 people that got that problem.
So
I know
1,000
single mothers that's out here on Section 8, and they finna knock their ass these motherfuckers. Fuck all of them.
Have to withdraw their numbers. 1,000 people have to come together and fight for their rights. They all have to come together and fight. Everybody should come together and fight. Do you remember the Alabama bus one time?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
The reason why they were able to let African American people ride their buses because they lost money. They didn't change. They were still racist. But when black people stopped riding a bus, they lost money.
It's 2023. You can't do that.
But I'm just saying, you can do that.
What actor did you get that these motherfuckers don't listen to?
You just don't want to listen. I'm
No, I
telling
do. I do want to listen. I'm listening to what you're saying, but what you want to do, I don't want to do that.
If people come together and they stop shopping corporate, a lot of stuff will change.
That's it. We start talking. That's all we got. We
That's
don't got no black stores in the neighborhood. We don't have that. They don't fund it. We can't get these grants and all this. Yes, everything has to be black owned.
It could be Native American.
Hey, you ain't got no black in? I care about the black side. I care about the black side. I don't give a fuck about no Native American. They got their own motherfucking land. I'm talking about your black side that ain't got shit. They don't own nothing. But you care more? But you care more? That's fucking right. Do you own land? Do you own the land? With your motherfucking house on? Hell no.
And I thought that I was at the secure. That's how I lost it.
I just saw them take 3 or 4 different.
All these motherfuckers, okay? They playing with this money. It's in your face. And you want to like, no.
Everybody sit down. Get somebody else. Come on.
Go in there. Go in there.
She did. She did. We went through the security. We went through the process. But then they didn't go through the security. So he fell off and they need to go to jail so they can see the lock in the old man's and they don't have no.
I'm over here. It's random houses everywhere.
Hold on to get my brother.
Why is they not letting us in today? Don't record it.
Okay. Just because they need to tell us that it's under construction, so is it full or under construction? Okay. Okay. Okay, so will it be open for the next meeting?
That's what we're going to do.
So when is the next one?
The next city council?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, what you work for Brandon Johnson organization? Community engagement. What's your name? Mike. Oh, yes, the Wiley Show. WILEYSHOW.
Wiley Show.
Yes, ma'am.
It's on Facebook.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.
Let me see. You got people watching.
Yeah, I have people watching. Hold on, let me put it on. Excuse me one particular second here. Okay. Yes. So we are all different platforms.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how do you put that up there, Chicago City Hall?
Because
I want to learn how to do that.
Go to StreamYard.com and sign
Oh,
up.
StreamYard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I have them on my laptop. I've just never.
And you can do it on your phone, and you can put banners, pictures, intros. Okay. So Maya, the community engagement, she's saying that the part of it is full, another part of it is under construction. And that's what she said. She also said she do not want to be recorded, so we respect her wishes. As of right now, she did say that it is full. Part of the gallery is under construction. And so as of right now, they have not planned, according to her, the next city council meeting. So as of right now, they said that she was for. So of course they brought her out to try to dilute the commotion with the people. So as of right now, it's an older gentleman. He's extremely upset. I don't have his name, but he tried to break through the barrier about 3 to 4 times. He did say that he want to be heard. Give me a second here. Gotta put my notes here. He did say he want to be heard. He said he did not vote for Brandon Johnson, Mayor Johnson, and he feels as though that the migrants is taking opportunity. So as of right now, so as there's limited seating, another part of the gallery is under construction. When we came here, it was an estimate of about almost about 60 to 70 people, probably more. There were actually people outside.
It's just a way
Wait,
to be.
yes.
It's a way, I mean, I know people are upset. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's a way to really hurt the system if everyone come together and they withdraw their dollars. People can withdraw their dollars. You can decide you want to pay taxes. If 1 million people decided we're not paying taxes because you fucking us over, what they gonna do? They can't put 1 million people in jail. It's more of the people than it is the people who make the decision. It's about unifying, coming together, and making a difference.
Yeah, I have a question. Do you think that the city council should approve millions of dollars to give shelter to the migrants?
No, I think that they should send them to the White House.
Okay.
That's what I think they should do. We have our own problems here in Chicago. Listen, anybody that's trying to get asylum, I understand. They're running from countries where it's violent and they're getting killed and people getting chopped up. I understand that and my heart goes out to them. But we have our own issues. Babies are getting killed in the street every day in Chicago. We have our own issues. So what they need to do is send all those people to the White House. Biden was the one that just made this and said he wanted to do all of this and welcome these immigrants and all this kind of stuff. So send them to him. It's his issue. He the one that wanted all of this. And somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, y'all can look it up, but I was told, and I don't like to repeat rumors, but it does kind of make sense, that he wants to give all these immigrant citizenship so they will vote for him in the next election.
And was that President Biden?
Yeah, but the thing of it is, if Trump runs against Biden, Trump will win again. When Trump was in office, and I'm not a Trump hater or a Trump supporter because I voted for the Libertarian, because I'm in the Green Party. I'm not Republican or Democrat, I'm in the Green Party. And I try to fight for our parties to have a say. We're not even in the debates. It's all been two-sided. And your mind has been conditioned in this society to believe Democrat or Republican when it's way other parties out there. It's independent, it's green, it's libertarian. They hardly ever get a say. So the whole point is they need to come together and come up with a solution. They need to send these people to D.C. Or I tell you what they also need to start doing. Since these countries, these people are running from their country, see, the United States needs to have some kind of treaty with these countries and tell them, if your people keep coming over here, we're going to release our criminals into your country. See, if their countries were safe and they had opportunities like we do, they wouldn't be running away. We got to fix their country so they won't come over here.
I have a question. After the city council meeting is rendered on the 1st, he will be doing a press conference. What do you think he should say to President Biden, Mayor Johnson?
Okay.
He'll be doing a press conference. Do you think he should address President Biden to do something, to bring federal resources to help relieve the city?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because we don't have it. I mean, here's the problem. I don't think the city of Chicago would have an issue with it if they was getting a piece of the pie themselves. It's like we have problems in the community where our community, people in the community are not getting the resources that they need. So if everybody was getting the resources that they need, they wouldn't be concerned about it. People are upset about these immigrants being here because why would you treat immigrants better than you treat people that's already here that pay taxes? because tearing stuff up and all that, I mean, that's fine if you want to do that, but how is it resolved the issue?
So, also public safety. What do you think Mayor Johnson should do
We
about
need the
public
National
safety?
Guard. People don't even want to ride. There are more people riding the bus now than the trains because people are getting stabbed and attacked on the subways and the trains. So a lot of people are taking their chances on the bus. They need the National Guards in here to be on the trains and some on the buses to curb some of this violence.
Yes. So the governor of Illinois did say he's going to bring 20. Yeah, governor of
We
Illinois.
call him Governor Chubby.
Okay, you can call him that. But he's going to bring about 20,000 peacekeepers to Chicago. Do you think those peacekeepers will keep the violence down, or are you expecting violence this week?
Okay, well, if they a peacekeeper like the security guard from the TV show Martin, that's one thing. But if they come in strapped, it depends on it depends on the description of the peacekeeper. See, you can't bring a bunch of unarmed security in here. Do they know Taekwondo or something? You know?
Do you think that would work? The peacekeeper, if they're unarmed, do you think that would work?
No, not at all. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. These immigrants, these people are going to get angry enough. They better do something because they will start shooting and killing and hurting these immigrants. I mean, babies are already getting killed in the streets that belong in Chicago. That their parents are taxpayers. They losing their children already. You think these people gonna shoot up some immigrants and their kids? So they better do something before it gets even more violent.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. So, as you all can see, this is going on here. The residents, they are definitely, I feel the division. I see Latinos from all the Latin countries, and I also see representatives there. I see the black residents, they having stuff as well, and the black residents, they're not having it. I've talked to so many people on my phone. It's like texts are just going up. A lot of them are angry. Some of my subscribers, viewers that are residents here in the city, they're upset that they're not able to attend this city council meeting. This is Brandon Johnson first resigning city council meeting. So a lot of them is upset. One resident did tell me off camera that she feels as though that having a black mayor, that their voice is not being heard, that they even went and vote for him. There was no excuse. They went out and vote, this particular person said, and she said she's upset that she cannot come and voice her opinion. She lives on the south side. So this issue also, a lot of residents, they did a community outreach event. They want to house them in Wright College. And those residents, the majority of them were white. They're upset. They do not want them there. The Chicago Tribune is reporting that it was booed. They booed their alderman. They definitely don't want them to be in the gym at Wright College. So it was a lot of boos. And so today, you see, you got my earpiece in. The city council will vote on a package that worth millions of dollars to put more aid for the migrants and the shelter. As you all can see, we're keeping our distance here because that older gentleman, give me 1 second. Oh, y'all, give me a moment, let y'all see it. The older gentleman, he is trying to get through it as well. So he's, again, they are allowing him to voice his opinion. He is an older gentleman here. He, like I said, he tried to break through that as well. He's trying to break through that as well and stuff like that.
That we pay a fucking bill.
Yeah, no. I didn't know.
Man, go get in there.
I have a show that runs a lot of Chicago. I sent most emails to the person. So like, what's the update? Like, I said like, I don't know that, so just keep sending them.
They'll get back to you when they can.
Thank you. So, as you all can see, oh, she almost fell down. Oh my gosh. So, we are here. They said that just became the first woman in history of City Council to become the chair of the Finance Committee. She have definitely became the chair of that. That's a very powerful committee. I'm trying to see why this is staying in my pocket. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna put this back in the air, y'all. Yeah.
So you could just continue talking to.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I just keep going as well. Thank you, ma'am. So they do have.
You supposed to be heavy with it, no? This is what you see. It's 2023. It is the first black.
What was you saying? Can you repeat that?
Alderman Barnett just became the first black mayor, vice mayor in the city of Chicago.
Sab Nugent, in a second here. All right. So they did bring the engagement officer. She's in here. Give me a second. Let me see the comments. Hold on, y'all. I think the vice mayor, that's what she said, the vice mayor. So, give me a quick second here. That's what happened. Yeah. All right, so as you can see, the media is coming out. So,
That's good.
What is he?
He's good. He's good. That's me. He's media. They told him he'd come in. He can't
Oh,
be
he
out
can't be
here.
out
He
here.
gotta be in the chamber.
Because they don't want him to catch action. Okay. So just explain that again for the people about
Okay,
that.
so Alderman Walter Barnett of the 27th Ward, which is one of the wards on the west side of Chicago, they just passed that he would be the first African American. I'm trying to see the aldermen coming in. Okay, he's the first African American vice mayor.
Okay.
There's never been an African American vice mayor. The vice mayor is if something happened to the mayor, the vice mayor is mayor.
But the city council have to vote him in.
They have to pass it.
They have to. Okay.
The city council has to pass everything.
Okay.
They got to pass. I have resolutions that I have written. It has to go through the city council. They have to pass it. When I was given my holiday, I have a holiday resolution. It's called Madam Ambassador of House and Electronic Dance Music. That's my title. Here in Chicago on April 16, 2019. They have to go through the city council, go to the finance committee, has to pass through all of that, and then the mayor and the city clerk signs it. And sometimes the aldermen will do their own and they can sign it too. So I just, if people didn't see it, I was one of the producers that created the initiative for Adolfo Shabdu-Chione to get a street sign. He was the godfather of street dance. I did all that along with one of his friends, Harv Roman, who was a radio personality, community activist. We had a whole Shabadoo weekend, and Alderman Jeanette Taylor allowed the graffiti artists to beautify Inglewood on 63rd and Wallace. There are 2 murals of him there, and it's been getting a lot of attention because if you live in a disenfranchised community and you see something beautiful, it can brighten up your day. You know.
Yeah.
We are a reflection of what we see.
I think that's a good point because a lot of people think Mayor Johnson can just get it done by himself, but it's a process. He can't get it done without the city council.
The city council, there's a lot of stuff he might want to do. If they don't vote on that, he can use executive order, but that's not a good idea all the time. If you use executive order, it needs to be in a case of emergency. But even with Lori Lightfoot, a lot of people were upset with her, and maybe she didn't handle certain things, you know, as far as the violence in Chicago. There was a lot of things that Lori did do. She got a lot of stuff done that, according to some of the aldermen, they had been trying to get done through the last 2 mayors. Some of these aldermen have been down here 3-4 mayors. As a matter of fact, Alderman Burke just retired. He's been here 54 years. The man was been alderman longer than some people have been born. And he just retired. And Alderman Sophia King, she was the one who got the street changed from Congress Parkway to Ida B. Wells Drive to acknowledge Ida B. Wells. There are some good city council people here that are doing their job. I don't think we need 50. I think some of them don't do their job. But this is a new administration. This is a new day. I look forward to working with Alderman Desmond Yancey, who I went to high school with, because we're working on getting a street sign and a resolution holiday for Helen Wooten, who is known as the Chicago godmother of entertainment here in Chicago. She was R. Kelly's first manager. She's Lisa Ray's first manager, The Brat. She handled talent with James Brown, Teddy Pendergrass. She owned a nightclub called The Godfather, and she was the manager at the High Chaparral. So what I like to do is acknowledge people and give them their flowers while they're still here. And if they're not here, I still want to continue their legacy.
So I'm glad you brought up a good point. The average, I've talked to a lot of people that didn't even know who the alderman is.
They don't know who the alderman is. You know, here's the thing. I've been trying to get Brandon Johnson to come speak at my show. That's why I came down here too, to talk to him, to make a public comment, but it was all booked up. He was the former Cook County Commissioner for the first district, I believe. And a lot of people don't know what the Cook County Commissioners do. Because that's another point in talking about the city council. A lot of things are out of the city's hands, and it's the county problem. It's the county problem. 4-year-old, and she didn't even come to the community watch meeting. I got the dirt on her, honey. And she got into a fight with her husband, and that was a mess too.
So, do you think that what do you think the next person needs to do for that? Because do you think it should be a law and order, lock them up? Because she was considered to be a progressive. So, who do you think should be the new Cook County State's Attorney? What kind of person should have that position?
I don't know who's going to run for it or get it or do it, but let me say this. We need to have programs for some of these people who are committing these crimes. I wrote a carjacking penalty bill. And in my carjacking penalty bill, it says that if you carjack somebody, you automatically get, if you carjack someone and there was no violence or, you know, it didn't have all these other elements to it, you automatically get 3 years. And that's for the kids. If you are over 18, you get more. And they should set up boot camps where they have to clean cars, clean up a junkyard or something like that. These people need discipline, punishment where they are working. You know, you take a 14-year-old kid, he go steal some old lady's car, and now he got to spend the next 3 years cleaning junkyards. I bet you he won't do that again. See, throwing folks in jail and locking them up, these people are having parties in these jails and prisons. That's not reform. They need to experience a severe punishment. Whatever crime they commit, then that's what they need to work. These people are leaving, they're going to let some people in.
As you all can see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Right here. So we are here. You heard what she said. Yes, this is one of the most segregated cities in America. It is very segregated. Martin Luther King segregation experience, Scott, was worse than the South. He actually went to Marquette Park, I believe, Marquette Park or Washington Park, and they actually threw something at Dr. King. And Dr. King, when he came here, we'll talk about it, but when he came here, he's like, oh my gosh, it's economics. So, absolutely. So we could dive into it on another show, but you're right about that as well. You're right about that as well. It is very segregated. Definitely here. Definitely talk about Okay, he was hit in the head. He was hit in the head with one. Absolutely. So, as I said, emotions are high. You haven't seen anything yet. You go to New York, emotions are high. And this is why we need your financial support because we are on the ground. There is no other strong black outlet in this sector that is talking to the residents and doing it as well. So that's exactly what we're doing as well. So, you know, there's no strong black residents at all. That's exactly. Question.
No, I'm using my phone.
Huh?
I'm using my phone's hotspot.
Oh, the hotspot. Okay. Because I thought.
Even that's slow.
Okay. Because I was trying to find, because I have a YouTube channel, and I just used the regular thing, and I'm like, is there something that we can get to make it faster? But the hotspot, it was slow on mine. So I'm like, how is that dependable? So do you work with an organization, or you just have a community?
Well, I'm out supporting my community.
Okay.
Foremost, but I'm help supporting Black Community Collaborative, the network neighborhood.
Let me put that on my phone so I can, because I'm live right now with 80 people on my just so you saw 300 people on my Facebook.
Okay.
So let me put it on so they can see, so they can follow you on there. So yeah. So this is the organization she worked with, a guy, Black Community
Collaborative.
Collaborative. Sorry.
Yeah,
And that's
BCC Illinois.
BCC Illinois. So
That's what we are
yes.
on Facebook.
So I want to ask you a question. Do you think they should pass the $1 million to house the migrants? Do you think that should? I don't know if you want to be on camera. If not, then I didn't hear your audio. But do you think they should pass that to house the migrants? And if so, do you think they should be on the southwest side or they should be up north downtown? What is your thoughts on that?
Well, no, I don't think they should pass it right now. Not with the current state of the cities and economically. It definitely should not be on the south or the west side, and for the same reason.
Okay.
We need resources, and if there's money for that, then we need to see that money for us as well. And it's important to know that this is not about being anti-anybody. My heart actually does go out to them very, very much. And I actually just recently ran for Fifth Ward Alderman, and this was one of the questions in the questionnaire a lot. It's a tough place to be. It's a rock and a hard place, but our community has suffered, and that's where my interest lies, where our focus should be.
Brandon Johnson going to speak and do a press conference after this. Do you think he should address the Biden administration? What do you think should be his main focus when he speaks to the media?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, we need federal help. I mean, I think it's been over 8,000 people who've been dumped to Chicago since August. We're getting, hundreds a day. Lack of resources. So clearly we need some sort of federal intervention or something. So I don't know the answer on that level, but I do think he does need to kind of open that door.
Because the governor of Texas said he will send more people. He said they can't afford. He said Chicago is a sanctuary city, so they should be able to share the burden. And he also said the Democrats and President Biden should intervene and bring federal resources to help with this problem. It is a problem. A lot of people say it's not bad, but I'm clearly seeing even the right college, the right residents don't want it. They did a meeting and they was booing, and not even the black residents. So thank you. I will reach it out to y'all on Twitter to get y'all on the show, because this is what we talk about. We have boots on the ground, because the average black resident in Chicago, they don't see it, because CNN is not here. They don't watch CNN. They don't watch MSNBC or Fox.
We went to a press conference on the third floor right before this, and then as one of our people were talking,
I was there.
Pulling the mics,
They was pulling the mics. I mean, they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear us as as black residents. They just don't want to hear us, and that's why black. Yes. And that's why black media is important. We have to, because if we don't cover us, we can't expect them to cover us. So they were pulling the microphones. Like when he was upstanding talking, they was pulling the mics. It was all just, So, but we have to. This is a part of the process, and the more we have to do it. So, absolutely.
Yeah. Remember BCC Illinois. That's on
Facebook. BCC Illinois on Facebook, on Twitter, y'all. Make sure y'all go and check it out.
So we need some more followers.
So yeah, Twitter's on. I'm going to share y'all on my Facebook and on my Twitter and on my community, everywhere. Yeah, no problem. So, like she was saying, we was at the press conference downstairs, and black people, they was pulling the mics. Some of them saying, when I talked to a photographer, he was saying they had to do it because their editor said, get to the city council, and get to the city council meeting. And I was, like I said, I was under the impression that the city council meeting was open to the public, but it was, but not the entire gallery. I'm going to sit down and talk to y'all for a second, because they were saying that the reason why, how you doing, officer? The reason why they did not have that because they said construction was getting done and all that. Then they said, oh no, it's full. Can I sit right here? You ever said construction is full? They said construction is full. Then they said, well, first of all, they said it was full. And then they said, oh no, it was construction is the reason why they won't let us go inside. So that is what's said. So a lot of people already had people signed up. I'm assuming they probably was here. Someone told me they was here early as 8:30, 8:15. They was in the gallery. That's what I heard. Clearly it's almost 12 o'clock right now, and they're still in session. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me hear what they're saying. I can put it in my ear. Hold on, y'all. I think everybody is worried, like, to see what the vote is going to be. Hold on, I gotta put both earphones in. This is loud. Give me a second. Okay, the automated talking. They want money for the schools, the Chicago public school system. Yeah. All the women Lee is speaking. So they're talking. They're talking right now, you guys. Okay, some parts of the gallery wasn't open to the public. Okay, I'm trying to see. So right now, I'm just sitting down here because like they're in session, and like it's the same people yelling and screaming, and yelling, screaming, and all that. Yeah. So give me a second here, y'all. So they're just doing a session. Also, too, I do want to put the cash up on the screen, you guys, because as I noticed that the equipment that I do need is a stand for the show, like a travel stand. Nothing too heavy duty. That as well. So I'm gonna put that on the screen here. The cash out $ Marquise Marley 28. We also have Zelle, Wiley Show at gmail.com, so we can have the resources, the stand and stuff like that on the Amazon, and that's to have it as well, so we can get that particular stand and stuff. So I don't have to like hold it in my hand. I can just stand it up and stuff. Yeah, he's still trying to break through the barricade. Again, they are allowing him to do it. I'm hearing they allow him to do an older gentleman to break through the barricade, and they have not arrested him yet. Again, I don't think they didn't want to be overshadowed, but they did usher all media outlets to be in the gallery. They did not want them in the hall, so they was ushered all in the gallery. So we were here as well. So again, it's a lot of stuff going on. They do have the African American community engagement officer. Her sole job is to keep the community engaged, and that is her sole job, is about engaging the community. And so she did try to calm down him, but that have not worked. His emotions is really high, and she is out here in the community. So this is what it is. They was not expecting all of these people. I don't know how downstairs is, but it was a lot of people that came. So I will know next time. This meeting was so popular because they're voting on the bill. So I will be back on the next meeting that they have, and I will definitely get here about 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30. The building opened up at 8:30 a.m. So I will definitely do that next time. This is my second time here But now, it wasn't that confusing on Monday because City Council wasn't in session. But because they're in session, that was a lot of people. So now I know to do, to be here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So now I would know to literally be here at 7 a.m. In the morning. So that's exactly what it is. So I will be here at 7 o'clock in the morning and just eat breakfast or something, and then get here and just wait outside the door at 8 a.m. until they open up the doors. So this definitely is. So we probably welcome them so they can all step back over time. They have not rushed them out. They're very polite. They put the thing up. They have not grabbed them. They have not done, they just said, sir, get back. They put the barricade up, and of course, it is an older gentleman. And so he is definitely there. We do have officers that their sole job is to be here to secure, and it's about maybe a handful of people. It's not a lot of people that is here. So we are definitely here, you guys, and this is what it is. This is what the democracy look like. I understand the frustration. I understand those that are angry. I understand those that are frustrated, and I understand that. But as long as you're peaceful, then that you're in your constitutional right to protest. The city hall is a public building where the public can be here, and the public did show up. I was surprised that black people they were here. I mean, it was a lot. My phone is blowing up. I was able to get a couple of numbers of different organizations. We have a mother, our organization, she was talking. We have another organization we're talking as well. So it's a lot of people. The officers are here, and we are definitely here. And so the mayor office is on the 5th floor, and we're definitely have been talking. So this entire time, this is a lot of stuff. So we are here covering this as well. But like I said, the community is very angry. I feel the division. One resident I did talk to that live in the city, she said that people do not want to take the train. My mother told me, do not take the CTA train at all. And so we do not take the CTA train. And it's just because of the dangerous state, especially how deep you go. She is still there. She did reach out to her alderman. She's still there. She reached out to her alderman and trying to see if the alderman will come out. But she did say to me that the alderman will be coming out this way. But they're still in session. So as of right now, we're good. This is where it's going. So we are just here waiting. She was definitely very passionate, and this is what was going on. And like I said, the officers, they are here out of respect of the police officers. We are just recording the community, but we will document if anything goes out of character. But as of right now, we are here covering this all over in Chicago, Illinois. So we are definitely here. We will be back in Chicago for the next city council meeting. We also have aldermen. I'm not going to discuss the aldermen. I'm also not going to discuss the aldermen that's going to come on the show at this time. You will see once they come on the show. We have sent out at least about 30 emails and another 30 follow-up emails and slides. It's all about consistency. It's about being consistent. And it's about being there. That's really sad. They need undercover cops and security on the street. They definitely do. They definitely need that. And that is one of the grievances of the community because they were saying, how are you able to afford millions of dollars for the community and and for the migrants, and the black and brown neighborhoods are going through it financially, and they have not gotten that investment for decades. So we do have people that have been doing their job. The great ornaments have been doing their job. But again, this is a problem that did not happen overnight. But I do want to read what Jamal Green said. I do want to read what he said. He said this. I'm going to definitely read what Jamal Green said. So give me a second here. I'm trying to. I'm trying to say that. Give me a second here. I want Let me see. Sorry, y'all. The Wi-Fi is not showing. So if someone can bring up what he's saying, type it in here. I thought I took a screenshot because this phone, the internet is not working at all. Oh, it's working now. J-Mal said this quote, Chicago, please send a message to your alderman. He's a community activist to vote no tomorrow to approve another $51 million for the migrant crisis. We're already at $125 million in 4 months. Call President Joe Biden. Our communities need that money. That is one of the activists that we met at an event for real estate, and he echoed that. And so he's not there. But when we did ask him for comment, he did not want to make a comment at that time about Mayor Johnson. He said, but he did talk. He also wrote this comment quote: 20,000 homeless youth, no mental health facilities, no grocery stores, lead in our pipes. This is ridiculous. Of course, some comments said this quote. One particular viewer under his post said, why this problem sound like it's been going on? Why blame Democrats? The problem listed sound like they've been there forever. Stop spreading hate. Start spreading get out and vote. Another person said that to that comment and said, what a vote going to do? We also been voting forever too. And it doesn't seem to be quite the answer at all. A bunch of BS and a joke to vote our land and rights away to a bunch of thieves. Another person said this under Jamal Green post and said this quote, hey, 81 million to heck with you and your no vote. LOL, a vote still has been shook. No voting, like you said, has landed us with the congressman that block everything Democrats put on the table. Learn how bills and laws are passed. They told President Obama on day one, nothing you try to pass will come to be passed. We will block everything. And they said to this day, brag about how they blocked everything he did. And executive orders which used are ineffective because the new president can undo them, all which what your alter mega leader did once he got into office. So as you all can see, the comments is definitely there. We are definitely here. I'm going to share this live. Like I said, okay, give me one particular second here. I'm going to actually wait till they get to the main part that people are here. They're talking about Jewish Center. Okay. So give me a second here. Hold on, y'all. I want to put this on my Twitter. So they know we're here. And then I'm going to charge this phone up. And y'all let me know whatever they say. So I can see it. J-Mo Green did say, my brothers just interrupted the press conference trying to shove through another $51 million for migrants. Byron is no friend to the black community. He's talking about the autumn portion of the 25th Ward. He is leading an agenda to wipe black folks out. As Tyrone said, we have ex-felons who don't have housing. Communities are suffering, but migrants get 175 million in 6 months. Clearly, I'm talking about this in a second.
Ooh. All of those muscles doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of us in there though. They got on the bus.
All right.
And Hogan.
That's just housing. That's just housing.
Is she in South Chicago? She's in South. She's on South Carolina. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. So wow, this is that went viral here. Listen, someone said under that post to J-Mal Green, because J-Mal Green wrote this on Twitter. Give me a second if I can show it to y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll show it to y'all. Hold on, y'all can read it. It's gonna be a little ghetto. But we are, working like this. So give me a second here. We're gonna do this as well. So give me 1 second. Yeah. As I don't know if y'all can see it. It's kind of blurry. Okay. All right. It's kind of blurry. All right. I'm gonna read it, you guys. Okay. He said this. My brother just interrupted the press conference trying to shut up. I read that already. Let me see what else J-Mal Green is posting. My brother, Chicago, they said J-Mal Green also responded and said, if these were black refugees, you or our government wouldn't take care of them. Just look how the Haitian immigrants are treated at the border. This is J-Mal Green, community activist. He said black people are treated less than everywhere. Black people who are citizens don't even have equality. He was responding to a post, the Medicare for All. He said, as we all know, no black refugees exist and definitely don't exist in America. Those families, regardless of who they are now Chicagoans. A person, Oscar, tweeted this to J-Mal Green, and he said this. And he said, quote, the migrant crisis will take all levels of government. However, the narrative for scraps and scarcity is used for dividing communities and making us fight against each other. 1.6 million to the affluent, rich. Where's that? Okay. So they give it to the affluent rich community, downtown real estate, industrial operation, divided. So that is what is going on. It's just really, really divided, you guys. Let me walk into for a second here. So I'm gonna, 1 second, I'm gonna. Give me 1 second. One second. Politicians, I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. So y'all keep commenting under there, y'all. Keep commenting under there. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. Okay.
Was it still the 26th?
No, they went back to, I think it was 2019. 19, yeah, they went back to, I can't remember, either they went to 19 or 21. I know the couple numbers, I think, I want to say it was 21.
I'm not supposed to let anybody else stay. I'm going to let a couple people sit. Let everybody go any further.
So what organization is that?
Black Freedom Collaborative, and then down with the NNA, the Network Neighborhood Alliance. So we have
Okay. And so it's sad. After years and years of no change, they're losing hope and patience. It shouldn't have to be this way. That's a slap. As a slap in the face to wait 10 to 15 years to have a national within weeks. Politicians, no matter Dem or Republican, promise you the world. Not many things change, especially for people of color. So this is what is there versus here. They said Wiley's doing the work. They said real talk, absolutely. Well, nothing really is going on in the hallway right now. It was a lot of chaos at first because a lot of us was under the impression about the city council for the public. But because they said because of construction work, they weren't allowing us in. Not everybody. The top part of the gallery is under construction. Because we did not come and get here about 8 a.m., as soon as they open the doors at 8:30. They let people already in, so you have to get in around that time. So yeah, that's how that goes. So I would know. I would know next time. When it comes to that, I will know next time. This is our first. This is my second time in the city hall, the building. We was at Monday. We thought the meeting was Monday. This is my first covering City Hall, how it goes. So when we have the next meeting, I will make sure I get here around like 7:30, 8 o'clock a.m. So when they open it on outside. So that is how that goes. This is how it goes, you guys. It's a lot that's going on today. Like I said, the mayor will speak to the press about 1 o'clock immediately following the session. He will speak. So we do not know what's on this agenda. I can't really read the Chicago Tribune because, like I said, this phone is died. So I turned it off to charge it up. So once that get charged, then I would read what that said in there. I remember you had on a bow tie, LOL. I thought they were debating on discussion is in the hallway. Yeah, they were debating in the hallway. You missed the action, so you have to rewind it back. But the bow tie, we was gonna wear that today. Thank God I didn't because it was hot. So, and gym shoes is needed. No dress shoes. When you do media, you can wear dress pants and gym shoes. Because like when the regular media folks, they have on regular shoes, jeans, and everything because it's a lot of walking and standing. So thank God I did not wear any dress shoes today. So if I do dress nice, I will have on black gym shoes. Yeah, have to because of the standing. Absolutely. One of the reporters, I believe it was Alderman Lopez PR people. I believe so. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But one of the media persons said, "Can we ask you a question? Can we ask you a question? We don't want to see the PowerPoint. That PowerPoint don't make no sense. Like, can we ask you a question?" So it's a lot. And of course, I have a folder here. What is in this folder here? This is the 25th Ward, Brian Lopez. Okay, this is him. Brian Lopez, the strategic plan for the implementation of the temporary session in the 25th Ward. So we're going to talk about that. Yes. Yeah, so it's a lot, you guys. We're here. Like I said, we're just sitting down to gain our energy. The mayor is still in session. Like I said, the mayor will speak in about an hour to the media. And so we run into issues getting the press credentials to be there, but we will continue to try. We reached out, they said send another email. This will be our another email, I believe our fourth or fifth email. I have to look at my phone. So we're going to send another email. And my team, we're going to send another email. So we are patient. So we will continue to send emails. Okay, this is a new administration. We really didn't have time to transition, but explaining that to the public, they're angry. And so it was a lot going on. A lot of people have a lot of stuff to say in the public. And so we're going to definitely catch it. When we took the train to get us where we was at, the cab driver said, it's just right up the street. You could have walked literally 2 blocks. So now I know and everything. So I will try, to understand. So I was like, thank you, brother. And we gave him, it was on like a $5 ride. He says, right up the street. I said, yes, sir. All right. So it's really good. So experience it. But it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot that's going on in the city, the south and west side. It's really, really a lot that's going on in the city right now. A lot of people is complaining. A lot of black residents complaining. A lot of residents, but it's a black show where we focus on black residents. So we're focused on black residents here. So it's a lot that's being here, and we're doing this way. So we did speak to the community engagement officer. She have gotten in the elevator. So the community that's out here, they did calm down a lot. The older gentleman, he calmed down a lot. I don't know if he lost his voice, but we don't hear him. We do have some people that is leaving the meeting. Not yet. So there we go. I will get back to what the action is, but right now they're still in session. So it would just be me. So it would just be his standing. They said, thanks for sharing. Thank you. So like I said, we're putting the work in, man. We're putting the work in. It's difficult because we are inexperienced. But we are doing the best that we can and offering the best I can. So I'm learning like the rest of us. A lot of things I did not know, and I'm learning. Like I said, we'll be right back in Chicago. Like I said, we're getting information. We subscribe to so many newspapers, the Southside Drive, the Chicago Tribune. We subscribe to the Chicago Sun-Times. We're following black blogs as well that cover politics, so we try to get in all of it. Many times I'm going to have to go, we need to get into local you have to. Right now they're voting to adopt the Joyce Harris Schmutt before they congratulate the Kenwood baseball team. So that's how they're going. So they are doing a Joyce Harris Schmutt, which they should. That's definitely great in the city of Chicago. So that's ordinance and yeah. Thank you. That's Marlene. Thank you. I hope I said your name right. So we have, like I said, we have people watching. I had to literally, like, this phone died. So today, so we're getting chargers for the phone. We're gonna get chargers for we we get chargers for both phones.
I'm gonna stand up. I need to be strong anyway.
Yeah, we get chargers for both phones, so we don't have to do like the portable chargers as well. So we understand it. And sometimes once you're on the ground, you know what kind of equipment to get. And it's even black residents that are here that was screaming for Trump. They were saying Trump 2024. I talked to some residents saying that Trump is who they will vote for. That is what they were saying. They were saying a lot of them were saying Trump 2024. I did hear Trump name a lot. I did hear Trump name a lot. Yeah, I personally, yes, I did. I heard his name a couple of times. So this is going to be. Hold on. That was me. Yeah. Yeah, so. Oh, okay. It's charging. Okay. I'm gonna let that stay on there for one more hour. I'm gonna let that stay on there for about 1 more hour. Let that charge. Yeah. They said right now, thank you. So yeah, man, it's literally a lot that's going on, and people need to know that we are here, and we are in City Hall, and like I said, it was a lot of action here. It's a lot of action. So we need to put the banner thing up so y'all know where we're at. And so right now they're voting to adopt the Joyce Harris Month before they congratulate the Cleveland baseball team. Yes. A lot of people say it's boring. Like, you gotta be a part of the process, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be a part of the process. We got to be a part of the process. Because like I was telling people that have a lot of family that live on the south side, particularly, and on some part of the east side, we have to be a part of the process. A lot of people, they are not a part of the process, and decisions are being made. People understand that city council is very powerful. Let me break it down for you all to understand. City council, with president, they have Congress, and the Senate, that's City Hall. No budget can pass without the City Hall. No ordinance can pass without the City Hall. You cannot even change a street name without City Hall. Of course, you can do executive order, but you have to be careful with that because some of those executive orders can be challenged. Because some of them executive orders can be challenged in court. So, yes, but Brandon Johnson did sign an executive order. He has a deputy mayor. He also signed an executive order to bring down youth unemployment. So those are the two, I think. He signed another executive order. Like I said, I don't have my phone with, but he did sign a couple of executive orders on his first day in office. He signed about 3 executive orders. So that's how that goes. They said keep doing the work. Yes, we keep doing the work. And like I said, we have to do the work. That's how it goes. We have to do the work. We have to continue to do the work. I don't know if anybody want to come on and speak, but I will drop the link in here if y'all want to come on and speak. So give me a second. I'll drop the link in here if y'all want to. Oh wait, where's the link? I don't want to go to work, so give me a second. Right. So I will drop the link as well. Like I said, it's still in session. I'm looking at it. It's still in session right now. So if anybody want to click on the link, you can come on and talk about it. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, the city council, they're still in. They're still in session. Let's click on my same screen. No, that's that older gentleman. He keeps trying to get past. He's been doing that all day. I'm surprised he ain't tired. He's still trying to get past the gate. And there's not many people watching. Yeah. Decisions are being made in that room that will affect every resident in the city. Whatever decision they make in that room, it will affect you whether you voted or didn't vote. It will affect your children. It will affect, it will affect you. So I would rather be in the room than not. How many people watch on there? It's like, what, 19 people? That's on their Facebook page.
Yeah, that's
yes, like 20 people. About 20 people watching on the Facebook page. We actually have more people watching me here than on the city.
That just shows you the disconnect.
Yeah, disconnect.
And you know, I keep telling people to look at those live streams either for the city or the county. They just don't do it.
No. We actually have double the amount of people. We actually have more people watching me in the room.
If you don't bring no righteous behind down here, then it sucks to be you.
Yeah.
So how did we couldn't get people to come down to the county board meetings when they were sending out resolutions to the state about marijuana reform. And I told them, I was like,
and then people
came. Like, it'll be all right, it'll pass. I'm like, in what form will it pass? I said, are you going to trust the same people that came up with that crazy flavored beverage tax to do the right thing as far as your weed is concerned? I said, I don't even smoke weed, and I can see problem with that.
I want to ask you, is that suspicious? This is my first time being on I'm starting to cover the city government. Is that strange when they say it was under construction? Is that something new? I don't know how many meetings have you went to.
What is what
they said that's what they were saying. It's under construction. They can't allow people in the gallery because a part of it is under construction.
I don't know.
And then they said it was full. Then they said under construction. It was like two different narratives.
I'm trying to figure out how the council floor got full like that.
That's how I was saying.
They must have like reserved for their whole entourage.
Yeah.
Because people were coming in like 10, 15.
But I was here about like 9:30, and she said it was full. So the person told me that they got here about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's probably what you have to do from now on.
That's absolutely. Because this issue is only going to get worse and worse. Because this is a presidential election. And you think Trump ain't beat up Chicago, he really going to beat up Chicago. And Ron DeSantis.
I monitor and I instigate on Twitter.
And you know they don't have the host committee.
It is. I mean, it's some
And do you know that they don't have the host committee up yet for the convention?
Wow.
For the Democratic National Convention? When Daley was because I worked part of the convention until I was able to get my press credentials to cover the convention. And when the moment that they announced that Chicago got it, this was back in 95 for the 96 convention. The moment they said that Chicago got it, that host committee was already up and running. We still don't know we know who the host, the executive director of the host committee is, but we don't know where the office is, if they got an office or what.
Wow. So yeah, well, I just want to say thank you for bringing what's going on in Chicago. And this is not just, we have a national show, so I have to speak national. This is not just Chicago. New York, particularly Mayor Adams, they're dragging it right now with the residents. So this is just not a Chicago issue. I'm going to speak for just New York and Chicago for right now to make it easier. If you just Googled Mayor Adams, like the migrant issue in New York, resistance, protests, it's the same thing in Chicago. I don't know anybody in here about the national politics. Ron DeSantis will be announcing today, I don't know if he announced yet, that he's running for president. And also you have President Donald J. Trump. He's also running as well. Then you also got Senator Tim Scott. So it's going to be very contentious. They're going to see who, and this is the primary. So a lot of people need to understand the language is going to be different in the primary. The language is going to be different in the primary than in a general election. So primary Republican, their job is immigration, CRT, don't teach African American studies. That is the language for them to win in the primary. So that is why Ron DeSantis have passed all of those laws so it help him in his base to the Republicans that he can go to all around the country to speak to his base and say, look what I did it for them. CRT is dead. Woke is dead. All of these things is dead, and I passed this as governor. And as president, I would bring that in the White House. So that would be the messaging that Ron DeSantis. So just be on the lookout for that. Okay. Gina said, thanks, Wiley. You're right across the street from my job. Oh my God, Gina, we got to talk. Hit me up when it's your lunch break. Because I need to go to lunch. So I'm going to eat something downtown and head back to my location. They said, what's going to happen if they pass the bill to let the immigrants stay? They will be in shelters. That funding will last from August to June, I'm hearing. And it's all about the funding. To August to June about the funding. They were talking about housing them in Wright College to about July, August. But there's no clear direction that they have to leave by that time. But of course, people say they're not going to be able to leave at that time. But there's still hundreds of migrants sleeping in police stations. They're literally sleeping in the lobby. So it's an issue that is going on, that is sleeping in the lobby in different parts of the district. In the city, they're sleeping at the police station because the shelters is over capacity. Because the shelter, they have to house just regular, the citizens of Chicago that is homeless. And so they already know how to get through the system. And then you have the migrants from all the shelters. According to city officials, they're saying that it's at capacity. So that is why the city officials said, hey, we need more shelters. We need to open up more emergency shelters to house these migrants. And one suggestion said put them in Wright College. They wanted to house them on the south side at public schools. The empty schools that Rahm Emanuel shut down, he shut down 50. So they want to use some of those schools to house the migrants. And a lot of the residents said, why are we housing migrants in these schools when we tried to make it a community center, some of the residents, and that you all said no to that, but yet you want to spend millions of dollars to house them in there. But of course, they have already estimated spent $125 million for this issue to help the migrant situation. $125 million. The black residents on the south and west side, they said, hey, you can spend $125 million to house them. But what about the residents that's already living here in the city what about their funding? So that is an issue as well. They said, while I've been following the New York, also hit the link. Hit the link. I want to hear about the New York as well, because New York has been going through it as well. And the governor did say he will send more migrants. He said a more. He said this. He said the more migrants come to the city, come to Texas, to the state of Texas, he said he will send them up north. A source did tell me that Governor Grant Abbott is sending more and more and more and more and more. This is, the source said, it's political. This is a political stunt to help the RNC, to help them. And because they picked Chicago, they're going to send more and more and more. They're estimating maybe about 50 to 60,000 migrants that will come to the city of Chicago. And because the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, will house them in Chicago, they want to send more and more and more to Chicago. They want the drama, they want the mess, so they can create as much chaos so that RNC can do for them. So you see this is why we need a new leader. Biden have failed in immigration. That's the messaging that they want to do. And so they're attacking the base. If you know anything about Chicago, the state of Illinois, is super majority Democrat. New York, Democrat. So they're trying to make sure to say, hey, we want to make sure the problem go right to New York and Chicago, and so we can tell our base, you see, they say they wanted sanctuary cities, and they're going to speak to the residents in Chicago, in the state of Illinois, and say, listen, you guys are tired of these migrants taking your opportunities. You need to vote Republican. They're going to preach that. They're going to preach that. These are going to be the ads that's going to run, and they're going to have black people running the ads, and they're going to target black men, and also they're going to target black women, particularly that the Democrats have a stronghold. And so they're using this. They said, we got to create chaos, and because we know they're going to bring them to the black and south side, the black and white, the black and brown areas. So we're going to make sure we target that base. And so that is what is going on right now. Again, that's one of my theories that I'm hearing from sources that is Republicans, that is saying that's what they want, chaos. You got to understand, Trump thrived on chaos. When he first was elected president, he did the Muslim ban, chaos. And it was so much chaos that the department heads, the immigration, the national security, they didn't know what to do. It was just a lot of chaos. So he thrives on that when it's chaos. They said, Wiley, I've been following since Grant Abbott started sending them all over. Thank you so very much. I don't know if you want to hit the link. Do you want to hit the link, Angelina? Not? Do you want to hit the link and give us an update on that? Let me know if you want to hit the link.
He passed his first test of strength.
Yeah, let me know if you want to come on.
Asian American Pacific Islander, so he's just pandering to that.
He did that. He just did something for the Jewish community on Facebook.
So give me a second. Do you want to come on? Hit it. But we have more people watching us on the Wiley Show than the city government Facebook page. They have about 19 people watching. We have 54 just on my YouTube. I don't know how much we have on Facebook or my other second YouTube channel, but literally we have more people that will see Wiley coverage than the city website. You know what I'm saying? Than the city website. This is sad because the community got to get engaged, but I understand why they're not engaged, because I talked to a voter and I was asking her, did you vote? She said, I'm not voting. I voted for ever, nothing changed. I said, you're going to come to City Hall. I'm not doing it. My voice don't matter. And a lot of people are just tired and they don't see no results. It will be easier to get the community out if they see tangible results. A lot of people don't see those tangible results. Abbott said he's sending them to all Democratic states, and legally he can do it. legally he could do it. There is no law to stop Governor Grant Abbott to bust him to Democratic states. The Republicans control Congress. It is up to them to pass the bill to send federal resources, and they're not going to do it because they're talking about not even increase the debt ceiling. So they're not going to help President Biden. They're not going to give him a win at all to make him look good politically. They're going to just see this problem and issue that is going on. So they're not going to help him. Democrats must do a job to speak about this immigrant problem because it's going to hurt them in the 2024 election. So they got to speak on it. They have not really addressed it. I believe they're trying to address the budget, but it's something. It's really something. But of course, I understand what Brother Roland Martin said really quickly about media, because people were saying, Wiley, you need to be in a room. Where's your team of reporters? They need to be outside. And I directly sent an email to this viewer. I said, that's a great idea. I would love to have about 5-6 reporters everywhere. But we can't afford 5-6 reporters outside, interviewing people outside, multi-cameras. That costs money. Don't think I can afford this. So we just can't afford it. But I will continue to do what I can. I'm not going to stop and wait because you can't wait. I get my phone, plug it up to my portable chargers, and use my hand and just do it. I don't wait. I can't wait. And so because people need this, and this is what's needed. So a person said, we need all this. I said, that's a great idea. And then thank you. And and she said, well, I'm going to help you out. We'll wait on it. Okay, so those are great ideas. I love ideas. I welcome ideas. But most of the ideas that people give cost money. It costs financial support. But I can't wait to the financial support because the need is so great. I just was make a sacrifice and just do it and do the work and stay within my budget. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me taking a Lyft and Uber, take the train. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep down costs and just keep it down. So make sure we pay our cell phone bill, which was $80. Plug it up to the portable charger, which we have. Get our other second phone because we got 2 lines for $80. Because we have 1 line, get 1 free. So that's it. Very limited. They said he's sending them. Yes. So if anybody else has something to say, again, we keeping this rolling. We're going to keep it rolling.
28 to 20.
28 to 20. What, a committee?
They canceled the meeting, the finance committee meeting that was supposed to be on Friday.
Yeah, canceled that, yes.
Because he's no longer chair.
Okay. I would love to come on, but feeding my sick father now. Okay, Angela, I'm praying for your father that God give him strength in the name of Jesus and give you strength as the caregiver. Because I understand, because my grandmother take care of my mother take care of my grandmother. And it's a very stressful job. So my prayer to you, sister, that you get rest, that you get help, and that it don't be a burden to you. My prayer is that God heal your father, and also God strengthen you, because a lot of times people don't give enough to caregivers. You're there on the front lines, and you understand. You ain't got to tell me. I understand because I see the stress that my mother go through. Being a full-time caregiver, I see the stress. So I'm definitely praying for you that God truly help you. And I'm definitely praying for you.
So a few hours ago, they switched it back again to the way it was.
And that was under, I think Brandon had something to do with reducing.
Right, well, he negotiated that before. And I know that they kept Michelle Harris as the budget chair, not the budget chair, as the chair of committees and boards. Which I don't know how to feel about that, because she got a whole bunch of crap to get out of the committee without a quorum.
So I just have a problem with it. When they announced all of those different committees, and all of those committees needed to be funded. Now you already have a situation, and they talked about where a lot of those committees don't even meet.
Yeah.
Then why are
the public safety committee has been for 2 years, and I think there's a committee on immigrants or something to that effect. They haven't met for 2 years.
What about the one on what is it? I don't know if it's reparations, committee on reparations.
I don't even know about the committee on reparations.
That's headed by a Latino.
Because, yeah, exactly. Because where are they going to get the money from? I'm not against reparations.
And they're talking about the different committees.
There's no amount of money that can pay for what we went through.
Yeah, but they can try.
They can start.
I agree with you.
100 million, 100 trillion.
Shoot, the Japanese didn't even get enough in reparations from the government. But they got something.
But listen, why did Barack Obama give reparations to the Jewish community?
You said, why did he?
Yes, he did.
Because they required him to do it. They didn't just sit on the side.
But I'm saying that didn't even happen in this country. That didn't even. How was that even connected?
But you know, they were Jews. Listen what I'm saying. There were Jews connected from this country, but they were not Jews. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's not good.
They had Jewish. I know who you're talking about, but they had Jewish ancestors.
They said, why?
Some of their cases, a lot of their cases, they hid their Jewish ancestors.
Now they're talking about Asia and Pacific Island.
But there's this book called Hitler's Black Victims, where they talk about how the Holocaust affected not only Black Germans, but Blacks in Africa as well as in the United States. From the United States. Like some of the captured Black POWs, they would either shoot them on sight or they put them in like segregated concentration camps of POWs. Say the atrocities that went on during the 19th century and part of the early 19th century in Africa was a dress rehearsal for what they were going to pull during the Nazi era.
I heard they said that Hitler took some of his strategies from the United States.
Right. Yeah. They actually stepped in, they were.
So that's a lot of sound. So now they're talking. Okay.
And she was in the eugenics. She was against. Now that's the thing. People mistakenly believe that she was for abortion. She was actually against abortion because she was Irish Catholic. But she was for eugenics, including sterilization. Yeah.
Okay, they said, as you all see, we have a producer here. They're talking about the Asian Pacific Island month.
And the only reason there was an Chino abstract painter named
Okay. They said now they're talking about that. Let's see if I can scroll up. Okay. It's for everybody else to give us the shortest month in the year. It's more like a federal issue. Yeah.
So they kept him there while he was there. He became the visual arts face of military.
Okay. So that's like a debate. That older gentleman, let me tell you something. That older gentleman is still standing on the front lines. He's an older gentleman that seems like, I believe, probably in his 60s, late 60s. He is still trying to get through the barrier. Still trying to get to the barrier. Yeah, he's literally just trying to get to the barrier. Yeah, it's still gonna.
Every other person in Oklahoma, whether they be black or white, has some kind of
but yeah, so that's how that goes. We have 49 people watching, and this is a lot. We are definitely talking about it. It was a lot of people. I mean, when I was on Monday, it was a ghost town. When I came today, and got out of the cab. The cab was like $5. It was black people everywhere. It was some white people too, but it was majority black. And I was like, this is good that they're voicing their opinion. I mean, it was so packed. My friend, she came, but she couldn't get upstairs. She was literally downstairs. And it was packed. It really was. It was packed.
Unfortunately, I cannot afford to subscribe to Black Chicago. Unless they hire me, then I get salary.
Then you get paid.
I get paid, they get paid.
Thank you so very much. No problem. Thank you so very much for your prayers. Thank you, Angelina. Thank you. God bless you.
Oh, wow. Check this out. So they're saying that Brandon Johnson appointed his donors employees to his transition team.
He appointed what?
His donors employees. Yeah, exactly. It says, this is the first graph. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's cabinet includes staff from the Chicago Teachers Union and Service Employees International Union. First paragraph.
So he's going to be making history at some point, right? When they use all of
It's the introvert school. Our presence can be denied. Once we get over the need for their validation, we win. They are talking about affordable housing. So right now, they said they are talking about affordable housing.
I have too, and I have been hard. I was saying, okay, it's not my choice.
Yeah.
It's not my choice. But
you definitely talk about it.
let's just see. You know, you have to be smart.
Well, at this point, I've been saying I'm cautiously hopeful. That means I'm not head over heels like we thought we were before. At the same time, I'm not overly cynical.
Yes, it's a lot. It said facts. I see you in here. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Y'all are in here. Y'all are in here. So I'm gonna show y'all. That's Fox 32. Some of the media folks, as you all can see there, on the elevator. That's Fox 32. Camera team.
Oh, they said he took a deal with Fox 32. He said live on Naperville. I guess that's supposed to mean that he's more city smart than they are.
So some of the media are leaving. Yes. I see you. I hear your comments. I hear your comments, man. So tonight we will do a show tonight. We will definitely do a show tonight, and we will address this. That will be tonight. I was supposed to have a job interview today, but I believe that job interview is at 3:30 p.m. So we're gonna try to rush and get there. So I'm gonna see how that goes. So once we rush to get there, I will let you all know. It's only 12:38.
If the business community ain't feeling him like that,
they feel him. They feel him. Because, yeah.
Also, I did. You said drop the membership. Okay. Also, if you need a membership, I don't have any moderation. Let me see what this phone is at. Second. And find it.
they had that already up and running before they even announced it. It's like a not-for-profit tourism kind of thing for the city. In fact, it's in the FEC rules that you have to have a host community
Give me a
for
second.
any convention.
They said Mayor Johnson had put in a lot of orders. It's about to be a long meeting. Okay, thank you. Give me a quick second here.
He's bringing a lot of her people over from the county.
You can join a membership. So she dropped. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, poster, members only. So click on that.
Somebody mentioned that, Forest Hospital, you know how big that is, right? You shut it, nothing going on over there.
Yeah, they shut it down a few years ago.
Why did they take those people there?
Give me a
The
second.
city has all of the facilities that they need.
You know why they didn't take it there? Because NIMBY, not my backyard.
So they want to disrupt.
Hey.
They want to start.
And they also want to the part of the South Side that's in the city.
Part of the South Side is in the
You just join. Are you on your computer or laptop? You're on your computer, go to the home page, click membership, click join. If you're on your phone, you can click it as well. Go to the home page and click join. Click on the link. It should take you there on the link. Okay? You just click on the link, or if you're on your computer, you can go to the home page, click on there.
Yeah, the center was bad news. There's less built-in employment. You wouldn't have disrupted people like you would have in Jordan.
I'll post it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. I have to find it. It's in here in my phone somewhere.
Oh, why not find some man on the University of Chicago?
I know I have it in my phone because I saved it.
And the public trust for how many?
Oh, here we go. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'll post it. Give me a second. I'll post it. Give me 1 second.
I would think that since he wants to be a museum and everything, that they could do stuff like you have markings.
If they'll let me post it, child, for this phone. Let me text it today. Okay. All right, I just texted to you. Once it say send, copy and paste that and send that. If I can send it, give me 1 quick second. I'm gonna send it to her, and I'm gonna post it on the community wall. Then I'm gonna post it in the chat, but I have to wait till this phone load up. So give me a second. Once she get it in her text message, then I drop it and send it to you because it's I still say send it. So once she get it, I'll post it in there.
They mentioned 5 people on the outs with them. I'm trying to figure out who are on the outs with them.
Oh, okay. Then let me hold on. Let me see if it let me drop it.
They mentioned
Okay.
They said 5.
There we go. All right. There we go.
Brendan Riley. That's, I think he's one of the
All right, click on that.
Jim Gardner. I think he's the other big Martin Quinn.
There you go. I found the right one.
Oh, I forgot Ray Lopez.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know he was opening the game.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. Jay, I already posted it.
I really liked him when he came out after Ryan or whatever the looting and tried to get Lori Lightfoot to send somebody over here to the community when he reported that I don't know if it was Latino gangs or whatever were pulling black people out of their cars.
All right. So I just posted it in there.
I don't know.
I just posted it in there twice. No, they just Bear Johnson gave some more orders, so
You get the agenda from the clerk's room.
Well, I think they have the agenda. They said we were waiting on the last thing on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the vote for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the last thing on the agenda. You put it down?
yeah, because if I didn't have her, because this phone going in and out, my other phone. Yeah.
Y'all can't go before I get my interview. I'll put it right after the vote.
Yeah. Yes, I mean. That's November. He was.
You can't get the information before now, then they should go on it. What's that? But they can't put this urban saying that I get you that information later on. I'll be like, see, you give me that information later on, we need to see it. Because I don't understand.
Can I just give you my card?
Or wait here, look for Natasha Gunn.
She's gone.
Oh, I think so.
I would try to blame her.
Okay. Do you want a card or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and then call NNA and BCC Illinois online and get in touch. What's your outlet are you with?
I'm with it's called Bird's Eye View Production.
Oh, you just make Bird's Eye View.
We have a news room where we do I do the audio and then I have my producer does video and audio.
Okay, you have a card?
Unfortunately not.
No, okay. What's your name?
Mark Armstrong.
I'll be reaching out to you. I think she gave me a Twitter information.
I'll give you my
Okay, I'll reach out for an interview.
Okay.
Yeah, she's with NNA.
Okay.
When we're talking about BCC, you were looking at.
Oh, BCC. Okay, this is different.
BCC, we're partnering with them. They're
Okay.
more like a citywide, and we're
the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, so we
And
all
you're
working
mostly
together.
focused on the east side?
Yeah, South Shore.
South Shore area. Yes. Southeast side. Thank you. Okay.
And besides them, we're sort of a loose coalition of organizations on the Southwest side.
Shout out to our new members. We got our new members in here as well. Yes, welcome. Yes, thank you.
The coalition I'm working with is called
Yeah, people are leaving. There's no need for me to leave until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I was gonna go for a job interview, but that ain't no top concern. But like I said, jobs is always out. My job is here with y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? So jobs is always hiring. So that's how that go. I'm gonna do this side. Yeah, jobs is always hiring. So okay. They said the mayor anytime. Yeah, because I think that I want to say this really quickly. Hold on, I just got an update by Gregory. Give me a second from Chicago Tribune. Give me 1 second. Because he's Chicago Tribune reporter covering Mayor Johnson at City Hall. He just tweeted Alderman Raymond Lopez, Alderman Anthony, NAPOLTI, Alderman Anthony are deferring a vote on 51 million for migrants. What does that mean? Deferring a vote.
That means that you're putting off the vote until it can be discussed at a later time.
Okay, so that means they ain't gonna be able to come to a decision yet without them, or is the majority of the city council overrule that?
I don't know if they.
Because this one he just tweeted from the Chicago Tribune.
Hold on, let me
Okay.
read it correctly. Okay. Yeah, they're putting off a vote until later discussion.
Oh, okay. But could it still pass without them if they?
I mean, if they voted for them to defer it, then nothing's happening with it right now.
Oh wow. This is something, man. This is something.
Let me get you water to water. Which I usually carry all the time, just in case.
Okay.
Defer.
And that's the city council, like Bible.
Oh yeah, that's Bible. I mean, they're just putting off a vote for right now.
Oh wow.
They didn't vote it down.
That's like a stalling tactic.
Yeah, to postpone to another time.
Yeah. Hopefully that we can be able to see the new vote if they're not under construction.
Well, hopefully there'll be time for more input. So with the way things went today, you're probably going to have to email or mail or whatever.
Yes, sir. I've done it.
And get to your alderman and tell them how you feel about it.
Multiple, like Alderman Coleman, Alderman Lopez. Yeah, we said multiple. Yeah, so right now, some aldermen said defer, meaning...
I'm sure we're going to have a lot to say to our alderman,
Ronnie Mosley. That's in what ward is that?
21st.
That's in the 21st.
And the 21st, by the way, is not only the largest ward by landmass, it's also the largest black ward in the city, and it's also the largest ward by registered voters.
Wow. And that's the 21st ward.
So they don't want none of us.
There. So what do you want your alderman to vote? Yes or no?
I really have to take a look at the legislation.
So before you come to a conclusion?
Yeah. I can tell you one thing. We got some things that take precedence over people who just are Johnny come lately.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I have a street that should have been fixed 2 years ago. They started marking it so they could grade it off because the streets never been repaved since it was put in 60-something years ago. Nearly 60-something years ago. And they stopped work, and they said that they stopped it because of the weather, and the asphalt company was closed. All we know is we want that damn street fixed, because the way it's looking now, it's all full of potholes, and it's starting to sink. And I guess they're going to have to wait for somebody to fall in the thing. And wow. That's how bad our street is. And Ronnie Mosey's been out there to see what we were talking about. So while Brandon Johnson's talking about Morgan Park, he needs to be concerned with some of the other parks in the ward. Yeah. Like my neighborhood, Morgan Park subdivision, or Victory Heights, Colonial Village, Stewart Ridge. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Fernwood, Roseland, Sheldon Heights. I'm not worried about East Morgan Park because they're in good shape. They're in better shape than we are. I understand that. Kensington. But see, these mayors don't walk these neighborhoods the way we know. Like when Lori Lightfoot launched her campaign, she launched it on the property on the very site where Harold Washington's funeral was back in '88. But she referred to it as Morgan Park. That's not Morgan Park. Morgan Park is actually a neighborhood north of here, and two neighborhoods north of that restaurant they had last night. And that neighborhood is called Victory Heights. I don't know where she got Morgan Park from. And on top of that, one of her flying monkeys that was with her was Gator Wallace Bradley. Mm-hmm. And his children and his wife grew up on the block down the street from them, next door to the Hutchisons, who were related to my cousins on my father's side of the family. And he used to come over there all the time and visit his kids. So I don't know where he got that, why he would correct him. Even the street. That's a good deal. Like that. So what news organization do you represent? I have a YouTube channel, a show called The Wiley Show. And I recently, because of the election with Brandon Johnson, get involved in local politics. A lot of my subscribers live in Chicago. And so they were saying, hey, you need to cover what's going on in the city. And so that's exactly what I've been doing. So are you out of Chicago? I just recently moved back. Okay. Yeah. But I was born and raised in Chicago, and I went south, and then I recently moved back. So where have you been before then? Oh, I had moved to Texas for a little while. So I see... My grandmother paternal grandmother lived in Texas for years when she married her second husband. Uh-huh. I like visiting her, but I didn't like Texas. I never did like Texas. Well, while you're here, would you like to do an interview? Because I need a break. Okay. Yeah, because the ladies left you. Yeah, they had to go. They were on a bus, so they didn't want to be left behind. So I'm going to catch up with them later. But it'll be interesting to get a perspective from somebody who's from Chicago, been away from Chicago and moved back. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. I didn't know my battery went out that much. I mean, I have other batteries, but I didn't realize I didn't my battery go down that much. Hold on, let me change batteries. Yeah, because I was like, oh, you must have left it on, your recorder. Yeah, I forgot I left it on. And you work for what organization? It's called Bird's Eye View Productions. Bird's Eye View Productions? And of course you have a YouTube channel, I'm assuming? Yeah, it's under Bird's Eye, but he does a lot of things, but I'm strictly for the news part. Okay. Bird's Eye View Productions, yeah. Did y'all hear that? They just finished giving committee reports.
When the immigration committee was asked about immigration housing, the vote to defer that topic. They vote to defer that topic. Okay.
Yeah, basically they voted to postpone it.
They vote to postpone it.
To be discussed at another time.
I didn't think they probably underestimated the resistance.
Yeah. Well, he should have known that from those meetings they had in South Shore. We charged those batteries too.
Yeah, they had just, wow.
I forgot that. You know, I got 2 sets of batteries, one out and on. So I'll just pop these in when I get home. Because I got 2 to charge.
And just I mean, the community is waking up. They have resisted.
Oh, we've been woken up.
Yeah,
We've been woken up. Because we're like, how did they get all these goodies? And we haven't gotten poop for years.
Yes, they've been woken up. And I just think they just thought they could just rush it through. No. And like I said, this is not just a Chicago issue. New York is having resistance as well.
And some of the black aldermen in this city, including Michelle Harris, were against it early on because they knew that their people were against it.
Yes.
And they haven't come out my way yet because they know, to put it bluntly, that we got something for their asses. They bring that shit out to the far southwest side. I'm telling you.
Because the college, Wright College, it was mostly white residents, and they didn't want it either.
It's also on the north side.
Okay.
But we thought that they would be more, because Wright has always been kind of immigrant friendly anyway. We thought they'd go for it, but apparently
they didn't go for it.
Gotta wait for it to load up.
They said they just yes, absolutely. So yes.
Yeah, were you back by the time of the inaugural on the 15th?
Yes. So
yeah,
that's June.
We covered the inaugural.
Yeah. So, you was here for that?
Yep.
Yeah, I was there. Yep. Carrie Clark-Sherry, she did a good job. The speech was good. But now it's the action.
Well, yeah, it's the action. And I saw some people who come up a long way, like Avery Young, the Chicago Poet Laureate. I remember that kid. I shouldn't say kid. He's a full-grown man, but I remember him coming up doing spoken word in the crawl space at LitX Wicker Park when it was in Wicker Park. In the crawl space, when the last poets were kind of turning their nose up at him because of his perceived or his real sexual persuasion, which didn't have anything to do with anything. But to think now he's a poet laureate, he's getting like $50,000, I think.
Wow. And that's the one that spoke at the inaugural.
Right, the one that gave the speech.
The speech.
Okay, we're recording. So this is Mark Armstrong for Bird's Eye View Productions. Today I going to leave my press pass behind so I can, Chicago Police Department leave the productions behind, so I can see how it feels to just be a regular citizen trying to be in on these council meetings. They've been doing some real funky stuff today. They sent people on wild goose chases as far as where the line is. They only allowed some of the people that in, mostly people there for proclamations with their entourages, reserved guests. They kept on and saying that the gallery and the council floor, the floor before the council floor, was filled up when there was room on it, and it's not turned out to be a very good look for Mayor Johnson at this time. So most of the people I wanted to interview, they had to rush out because they had to catch a bus, but they were with a whole bunch of coalitions and organizations representing black neighborhoods and black issues in neighborhoods. But I did manage to run into a brother who's in the news business like we are, and he's from Chicago originally. He lived in Texas for a while, and now he's back and he's doing his news thing. And we just wanted to get some impressions from him as far as how he feels about Chicago politics compared with New York politics that he's been talking about for a while. And just let it work. So tell us who you are, what your news organization is, what you all do, and go with the analysis.
My name is Marquise Wiley, the host and creator of the Wiley Show, where we have a live show talking about entertainment news and also politics at the national level and now the local level, particularly the city politics in Chicago, Illinois.
So is that social media or?
Social media, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel with 30,000 supporters. We have a Facebook, with almost 10,000 followers. We have a Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. We stream everywhere on social media.
Okay. And did you get your? Did you get an opportunity to get your press credentials from the Chicago Police Department?
It is in the process, right? Okay, so we said everything is in the process.
Okay, so you know about that.
It's the process. I would say that.
Yeah, if I brought mine, I wouldn't be out here.
Yes, sir. I know you would have been inside because I'm on the list to get the emails, but not the press credentials. So it's been a process.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to find out about to get the media alert, so I got to find out about that.
Yes.
You wouldn't get off. So
yes.
So let's get into your impressions of covering Chicago politics so far.
Well, my impressions have, when I was born in 1990 in Mercy Hospital, it's been the same thing because I was born in Inglewood, and I went back recently, still no jobs, crime is high, no affordable housing, homeless people, mental health clinics have shut down, and like I said, I've been diagnosed with bipolar, and I've got most mental health treatment in Dallas, Texas, not in Chicago. And then my family put me to St. Bernard Hospital. They put me back on the street. So when I went to Texas, and I was able to get diagnosed with bipolar, get free medication, all of that, that didn't exist in Chicago. And if it did, I didn't find those programs. I got help when it came to. So now I'm back just to cover what's going on in the city because I see how Republicans, Fox News, how they beat on the Chicago, Illinois, and a lot of my people, when I say my people, black people, don't know what's going on, and so I'm using my social media following to show them how democracy looked like and how decisions are being made, because even though Brandon Johnson won, it wasn't the majority of Chicago like the could register vote. It was like under 1 million people that voted in the runoff. But regardless of if you voted or not, those decisions that they're making today in City Hall is going to affect the residents in Chicago. So I have a message to anybody that you must be a part of the process, because if you're not, they're still going to make decisions about you.
So I want to get back. So you're telling me that when you were going through trauma or crisis, that your family just basically threw their hands up and said...
And took me to St. Bernard Hospital, I believe District 7, that was in Inglewood. And so we'll take them to St. Bernard Hospital. They took me and they just put me back on the street the same day.
But what were the services like at St. Because I've never known St. Bernard to be known for...
Yeah, they have a mental that at that time, that's almost like 6 years ago. And they talked, and the doctor said, "You're okay?" I said, "Yeah, everything's fine." So they just put me back on the street because I didn't have, at that time, had any mental disorder at all, nothing at all. And so they just put me back on the street. And of course, my family did what the police department said, get a restraining order to get them out the home. And that's when I moved to Dallas, Texas.
But so they didn't do like a test or anything?
No test at all. They just talked to me, gave me dinner, and gave me a bus pass, and I was back on the street.
Wow. Wow. So you didn't get to talk to a therapist or trauma recovery coach?
No therapist, no trauma, no nothing. So when I went to Dallas, I had a mental breakdown in the public library. It was on the news. And that's when I was able to go to Green Oaks Hospital. And that's when they diagnosed me with bipolar.
So in comparison with what happened at St. Bernard's at that time, because we realized this is what the turn of the 2010s or something like to that effect, what did the treatment consist of, or what did the diagnosis and the treatment consist of, as opposed to what did or didn't happen at St. Bernard?
Yes, I was able to see a psych doctor. I was able to have group therapy, 3 meals a day. I was able to speak to a social worker, crisis manager, all there. And then once I left Green Oaks Hospital in Dallas, they gave me a referral. And the referral, free medication, they're able to see a psych doctor and all of that to get the services. And I get to see them about once a month. And, I was able to get those services. And I was shocked because they say Texas is run by Republicans. They don't care about black people, but they cared for me enough to give me the help that I needed. And I was, like I said, I was born and raised in a city that was run by Democrats, and I did not get that help for my mental health.
You know, it's kind of weird because I had a cousin that was looking for some trauma recovery and some therapy because of a son of hers who had died, and also for her sister who had gone through a couple of nervous breakdowns. And she asked me if I could find some places in Arkansas. And I had heard up to that point that Arkansas was kind of been wanting for medical services. I said, well, I told her, I said, well, I've heard that Arkansas is really not the place to go if you're looking for comprehensive health services. But I would look it up for her. And I was shocked to find out that there were a lot more mental emotional health services in various parts of Arkansas, even rural parts, than there were in Chicago. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that kind of hit. That kind of took me by surprise. So, what would you suggest that Mayor Johnson do, as well as maybe the Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle do, since there is a mental health side on that through the hospital, through the hospital and health system, as far as setting up this. What Blake knows? What are going on? I'm sorry. As far as replenishing the systems that were depleted, because our understanding is that there were a nice amount of, or a decent amount, I should say, of mental health services when even through Daley, and then about the time of Daley's term in the beginning of Ron Emanuel's term, they started closing down the mental and emotional health services.
Yeah, so what they have to do is funding. They have to fund this. Like the migrants, I believe there was estimated $125 million. If that goes to mental health treatment, a lady I just saw reports committed suicide on the red line. So it definitely needs services that's tied into poverty. It's a lot of people that are hurting, and they definitely need the treatment. But what Brandon Johnson did commit to is opening back those mental health facilities that were shut down. They definitely need it because people are suffering from depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, so many disorders that people are going. They need somebody to talk to, and in some cases, some people need medication. So they definitely have to fund it. I mean, if they don't fund it, you will continue to have the police dealing with mental health issues, and they're not trained. The police officer have a weapon. They do not take mental health courses. They do not know how to de-escalate a person when they're having a manic episode. They only know how to arrest and investigate. They're not trained to handle a person that's having a mental health episode. So that's why I thank God that I was able to get help. And the police in Texas, took all my clothes off. They did tase me and put me in handcuffs. Thank God I didn't lose my life because in that area is a predominantly white area. And they put me in the hospital. They put me in city of, I believe it was Medical City of Dallas, and then they transferred me to Green Hills Hospital. We need those same type of treatments and to get help in Chicago.
But at least they got you some kind of sustainable help. It wasn't like they just
a one and done.
They just isolated you for a moment and then said, okay, here's a ticket, here's some food. Get lost because we can't help you.
Yeah, so they was able to continue. They was able to give me the resources after that, and I'm in a much better place. I gained my weight back. I got to get it down, but everything I'm in a better place, and I thank the state of Texas for that. Honestly, I thank them.
So, would you want a police officer to be certified or licensed? Or would you prefer that to be a separate person?
I think that
wellness professional.
Right. I think that should be added on as well, but also educate the officers about mental health. That should be studied in the police academy because it's an issue, especially in with people with poverty. Like mental illness is real. So police officers do need to be educated about that, and they need to know what to look forward to. Because how many cases we've seen of an officer killing someone that's for having a manic episode or a mental breakdown. So yes, they do need mental health counselors as well, but also all officers, every department needs to be trained as well.
Now, what do you say for the law enforcement professionals who would say this is like adding too much to it?
I think it's needed. Like in Chicago, we spend $1 billion for the police officer. We need to take a part of that budget to focus on mental health counseling, therapy, and crisis management because it is, like I said, it's an issue, and people are. It's an issue, and it's been an issue for decades.
So, so anything else you have to say as far as your outlook on where it looks so far that this administration is going? Because some of the people we were talking with, they aren't too
They're
secure.
really,
They're kind of like where I am. I'm cautiously optimistic. I don't want to use the word optimistic. I'm cautiously hopeful.
Yes. So I just think that what the community did today, engage, call your alderman, let them know he or she about how you feel. You want resources in the community, let them know because they hold the power. They got the purse string, so we must get involved. I do believe that Brandon Johnson also have the bully pulpit. So when he do his press conferences, he also needs to call out President Joe Biden and say, hey, President Biden, we need federal help. We need federal resources. And also call out the Congress and say we need federal resources to help with this issue.
Okay, so basically the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed. He have to use that pulpit. I call it the bully pulpit. That platform is powerful. And to call out the federal government and say, hey, we need some help in this issue because it's putting a burden on the city budget.
All right, well, there you have it from somebody that's been through the system.
Yes.
I've been through the system myself. Fortunately, it hasn't been as bad, but it was bad enough, and I can tell you, there's no substitute for either one-on-one or group therapy.
Yes, sir.
Or at least looking at some of the YouTube stuff, like Tamara Hill, for example, and Dana Corey, and some of the other licensed and certified trauma recovery coaches.
Yes.
And so on and so forth.
Absolutely. And that's why Black media matters because we have a narrative to our people. We're the voice of our people, and we must be in the room because mainstream media, particularly that corporation, they have their narrative, and so we have to break it down to our people. So that's why we need funding. That's why the DNC is coming to Chicago. We need those resources because billions of dollars and ad dollars are going to be spent. How much of that money are Black-owned media is going to get? Not Black-targeted media, but I'm talking about Black-owned media. We need our share of the pie because we have to fight for scraps to get our fair share, and we need to get at least about 30% of the budget. That will help plenty Black media to expand, to be able to compete with your CNN, your MSNBC, your Fox News.
And also independent Black media.
Oh, independent.
We've got WVON.
Yes, I'm talking about independent, because I'm independent, you're independent.
Right.
Independent Black media, we should be able to get to share the resource. Let's just imagine, if you get a $500,000 budget, you can hire more people, you can get more cameras, you can get more reporters. I'm just sticking with the $500,000. Then if you get $2 million, you can do more. Because media thrives on ad dollars. The reason why Black media is dying is because we have been getting frozen out of the ad dollars. I watched Roland Martin. He did a whole show calling out the advertisers, how they're not giving us our fair share, calling out the federal government because they spend a lot of money in ad dollars, and Black media, Black independent media, Black-owned media is not getting their fair share of the pie.
So what about, let's talk about tax dollars real quick.
Okay.
Because it seems on the city side and the county side, I don't want to use the word nickel and diming, but they don't seem to have the wherewithal to replenish these services themselves. They want to do it through grants. Mm-hmm. You know, they always hear us, we got these grants together that we can do, and you just have to apply for them.
Yeah, we need grants. We also need federal intervention. We need state intervention. Actually, the budget, they have not passed it yet. You got to understand, a lot of businesses are leaving Illinois and going south because one thing I've learned about Texas, they are considered business friendly. They don't believe in unions that help save money. And so the taxes it really help businesses. Illinois there's so many taxes here. A lot of property owners are getting frozen out and have to leave their home because they can't afford the property taxes because businesses are leaving. And so who's going to foot the bill? And so it's on the middle class, the working class homeowners, and they're getting tied down by high property taxes and high taxes, period.
But do you also know if the services in Texas are making a difference for the victims and their families of these shootings that have been going out of just off the chain in Texas?
Absolutely, they need help too. I mean, It's a gun-friendly state.
Are they getting it?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. They love the guns. They love the guns in Texas, but they need more resources. And like I tell black residents in Texas, they always say it's Republican, nothing can happen. But Dallas, where I'm from, where I lived for a while, is run by Democrats. Harris County, part of Houston, run by Democrats.
Well, isn't Austin also
run by Democrats? So if they vote their numbers, Texas can be blue. But the governor at that time, they're trying to pass a law to take power away from Harris County, and say to give the Secretary of State authority to overturn the election. If he felt like it was some fraud, he can overturn it. So they're just trying to dilute black power over in the state of Texas. But I tell residents all the time, if you can register vote and vote your numbers, because if you don't vote, you will get screwed. Look at Florida, black people didn't vote for Andrew Gullip, and now you're dealing with so many things that he's attacking the black people there. Now the NAACP have issued a travel warning, advisory saying don't come to Florida if you're black. But black people did not vote their numbers, and now they're dealing with it's going to take probably years to even get what black people had gained in Florida. So it's just sad all the way around. This is why we as African Americans must vote. We must vote our numbers and not just look at Democrat, look at all parties and who's going to do, and whoever do the best job, that's who should get the keys of power.
But how do you achieve that with the gerrymandering that's going on now?
You achieve that by educating. That's why media, that's why we need the resources. So we educate our people and let them know, and also support organizations like the NAACP, because they have been suing them all around North Carolina, South Carolina, some parts of Texas. They have been, even in Mississippi. So they have been suing, but we must do a better job broadcasting that, and they have to do a better job putting money in media and social media to show black people the work that they're doing, because the average person don't know that the NAACP has filed multiple lawsuits about gerrymandering and multiple lawsuits about school funding and all of that. But the average black person say they're not doing it, and that's just not true. But if they don't see it, people say you ain't doing it. So we have to do a better job. Our organization have to do a better job by showing the good that community leaders are doing.
Okay, well, let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
So what do you say to them when you've got politicians that can say, look, we post the meetings, we tell you what to do. I've even told them about meetings and the votes are important. And they're still saying, well, we didn't know and they aren't doing anything. But it's all over the place now. How do they not know with all the social media, with YouTube, with Facebook, with Twitter, with live streams, with recordings on YouTube?
That's why the aldermen have to knock on doors. When you try to get the vote, when you try to, you knocking on doors, they must keep that up. You have to continue to meet people where they are, go to the grocery stores, go to the trains, go to the school, go to the churches, knock on doors, invest in community, not like groups like in Georgia, the Black Voters Matter, a group. If they didn't have that group, there wouldn't be no Reverend Warnock winning or any of a black senator winning from Georgia. But because of the First Georgia Project, Black Voters Matter, Georgia have 2 Democratic senators. But because they were putting boots on the ground, knocking on doors, meeting people where they were, Democrats, aldermen have to do that. Don't just sit in your office. Don't just sit in city council. Put your boots on the ground. Knock on doors. Meet your constituents. Go to those areas and show them and educate them and say, this is what I'm doing. And bring your staff as well. So it needs to be a much of a larger community outreach, not just on social media, but they also need to be putting boots on the ground as well.
Wow, I think I see Anthony Vasquez.
Anthony Vasquez, that
looks like Anthony. He even moves like Anthony.
So what, is they out of session? Let me see.
He's one of the aldermen. He's actually the alderman that ran as a former hip hop. He's a former rapper.
Wow.
And they refer to him as a hip hop candidate. He would have been the second person that ran for alderman on the city council, because before it was Ron Fest.
Okay. Ron Fest. Yes, sir.
Was. Well, he's in his 40s now. So did the meeting break up? Sure. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see now. I have people watching. They're keeping me updated.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if they still in session, y'all. Let me know.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm interviewing you. You're interviewing me.
Okay.
Somewhat. So to wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
we've already talked about what the media in general needs to do. What do we as independent media, because like I said, I posted on Facebook. I haven't done Twitter because I don't do Twitter. But my producer and I posted on YouTube. I mean, they cannot say they don't know and that no one's doing anything.
But we have to continue to knock on doors, go on trains. We have to be in the streets. And that's why I love the Nation of Islam. When they saw their final call, what did they do? They're on the streets. They're knocking on doors. We as media, and of course we need the funding. I mean, it's difficult because we're on limited funds here. But we must knock on the streets and educate the public. We got to keep doing it. We got to get dirty, as they say. And politics is all about the ground game. The same thing with media. It's about the ground game. We must continue to put boots on the ground because people look at community activists or reporters about, are you in the community? So we must be active in the community, and we must kind of continue. It's a lot of work, but if we do that, then that'll just show the world, okay, that community, okay, they is doing something. I didn't know, because when I talk to people, when I'm taking the train and the buses, they say, oh, I didn't know that. Really? When I'm taking my Lyft and Uber, oh, I didn't know that. Really? And I give them the information. I tell them, just Google, find my alderman, type in your address, and tell your alderman, do a meeting. They have all aldermen pretty much is in, have the office open Monday to Friday. And they have a day where they have constituents night where they meet their constituents. So go there, bring your friends, bring your neighbors. You must participate in the process. And also, aldermen must do a better job at that too. It's difficult, it's challenging, but we got to keep doing it and touch the people.
So basically, we need to return to a Ida B. Wells ethic.
We must return to that because that old school works today. Ground game is where it's at. Your ground game got to be as well as your social media, but you must have a strong ground game.
So we can no longer fool ourselves on that thing of being objective, since that doesn't exist. So
no, like you have to have a strong social media and also the ground game. You have to have both. And your social media team broadcast your ground game, and that will shift the opinion with a lot of things. Because a lot of times, residents I've talked to, especially in the Inglewood area, they say, I don't really see my alderman like that. They're really not in the streets like that. When they want to vote, they're riding the train, they're here, they are. But when they get elected, they disappear. And there's many parts of the city. I'm just focusing on that particular area.
Do they ever go to like their offices? Or?
Well, a lot of people don't, and they need to. And they need to be educated to do it. I remember when my grandmother, when she lived on 65th and Justine, we called for the putting the speed bumps in the street, all that, participate, call in, write letters. And we must educate and do what I call a civics class. Civic education. Yes, we have to do that in the schools, and that's all politics.
Oh, there's Jason Irvin, so the meeting must have broke up.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so that was Andre Vasquez that we saw.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess they have done that as well. I know they did send an email saying he is doing a press conference, but I don't know if he'll be there because I don't have my press condition.
Yeah, we don't have our meeting pass, but that's cool because we know what they did with the people.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty then. So, what's your organization again, and how do people access that?
The Wiley Show, WILEY Show, SHOW on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. We on all social media and also Facebook.
Well, we might be partners. I'll run that by my producer and see what he's talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, we everywhere.
We already have a connection with Rolling Out Magazine through a brother who's out of Fernwood.
Yes, sir. So we definitely done that. And I don't know if you know about the South Side Drive. It's a black magazine on the South Side. So I thought. Yes. Yeah, no, because I didn't even know they reopened the Rico theater. Once again, so it's been announced.
That's not the original Rigo.
No, they call it an Avion something.
Yeah,
Rigo. Avalon Rigo. Yeah.
It's been there for years.
Yeah.
All right then. Well,
but I'm glad. So when they reconvene, they put the information on there for another city council meeting.
Well, the clerk, I'm going to record this because I think about it.
Okay.
So the clerk is always going to post the agenda.
Okay.
Along with a notice that there's going to be a meeting because they have to do so under the Open Meeting. They have an Open Meetings Act.
Okay.
So when we really got this up, because they're looking like they're going to want to tell us to shoot, bump, get the what off. it looks like Mr. Blake, George Blakely is ready to go. So it's nice visiting with you.
It was nice visiting with you, sir. And like I said, I'm gonna look you up because I got your information as well on here. So I'm definitely gonna play this back and look you up and everything. Because I'm assuming that you're very active in City Hall.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, they're looking at us, so we got to go, folks. Folks, yes, we're getting ready to go now.
Yeah, we get ready to go. We was trying to get involved in some of ourselves under construction and all of that. So
yeah. I left my press pass home. Even though I have it on my.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we leaving. Thank you, officers.
Thank you. Bye. That was nice. They've been to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So on, folks. It's a wrap.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to check the website and see when they have their next one and get here at 8 o'clock, 7:38.
Well, by then, hopefully, you'll be able to get your thing.
Yes, sir.
So you'll just wait for me to call you in.
Yes, sir. So, yeah. So now I know about the process.
And it was still right in front of me, and I left it. And I didn't worry about leaving it because I said, well, I'm going to try to speak to them.
Yeah, why? You don't ever keep it like in your bag for that? Like
well, I should have, but I didn't. I just usually keep it, out.
Yeah, I think maybe because you always bring that with you, just put it in there.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous about losing stuff like that.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
So that's why I keep it separate like that.
I hear you.
I think I saw John Daly's at one of his aides. Yeah, you know it's over. Blake knows where it's going.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, so
what he wants to do is with these audio interviews, he wants to, I guess, play and also transcribe it.
Okay, yes, sir. So I'll be checking it out and see whenever you post it. I'll check out.
We're very big on covering what's going on with mental health and that.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Somebody that knows that I'm down now. I haven't seen in a while.
I think you had dropped that too.
So yeah, I put that in my little bag. Transition out take long-term care facility.
Yes, sir.
It's close to my house. My class is until 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Nice meeting you, sir.
You want to know about Coleman-Terry syndrome?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, you guys. This is the process. We've been here for like like I said, we've been here for like 3.5 hours. And this is truly democracy process. We was outside. It was a lot that was discussed today. Yeah, I think they will. That was because they usually come a lot here, or you see them on the south. Like Uber.
I'm going out.
Oh, that's going down? Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
They're gonna send you over to the other side.
Oh, to the county building? Okay. Well, I know where the bathroom is there, sorry.
No?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, everybody else.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. So we're here. I think they got that one locked down. Can we go out this way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Did you see? Did you see your post on WGN on Twitter?
Who is it?
They got you on Twitter all over Twitter. They got you all over. You took over the whole press conference. Yeah, you all over Twitter. So that's the guy. He all over Twitter account. Yes. How you doing? Yes. Yes. I think you came to Texas when a young man was killed. I forget. I don't know if that was you, but it was a young man that was killed in Dallas, in his apartment, and then the other guy that testified, he was killed. So I don't know if that was you, but you look familiar.
I've been to Dallas.
Okay. Because it was. Okay.
Alexander.
Yes, Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah, Dallas
Yeah, I
Alexander.
work under him.
Oh, you work at it. Also, you did come. I think that was you because he did I can't think of his name. I think it's Josh. Yes. Yeah. I did see you there. Yeah. I used to see you on Mark.
Were you there when you got justice for Tatiana Jefferson?
I did with her as well, and I think I saw you for the beauty salon in Chicago. And y'all was shut that down.
I shut them down.
Yeah, I saw. No, I'm talking about you. I saw you on there. That's what I'm saying. I saw you on Martin G. his Facebook page. Yes, I saw you on there. Yes.
Mark, he was with me too.
Yes.
But I ended up here by myself.
And you
they
was
started out with me, but then I ended up here by myself, and I shut them down.
Because I think you had something about when you was arrested.
Yeah, I got arrested in 2017, and plus they took me to the University of Chicago, said I was crazy. That's the day that I shut them down.
Wow.
May 31st.
I remember you said.
I'll never forget
They
that
didn't
day.
try to get you any help. They just gave you a call.
No, because when I went to the hospital, I saw two doctors and a nurse, and they said, "Why are you here? There's nothing wrong with you. You have all the right to exercise your First Amendment right. They had no reason to bring you here. So actually, I have a lawsuit against the Chicago police. How they tackled me.
Yeah.
No reason.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. But like I said, I see you out there in the street. Yeah.
I got PTSD stays with you.
Yes,
I
yes,
got
ma'am.
really,
Yes, ma'am.
I still think about that.
Yes, ma'am.
But there's still a stigma about mental health in the
Black community. Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. They just preach, oh, you need Jesus, go to church.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or get your mother, or get your father.
Or man up.
Stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, we just did a suicide in April. We did a suicide prevention and recovery summit, and we had Tamara Hill, who's a very good person to deal with.
Yes.
Tamara Hill, she specializes, she's an international nurse. She specializes in families and children. And she especially is good at working with children on racial trauma. And she's got several books out. She's on YouTube. She's a good person. Yeah, we have her on Zoom because we couldn't possibly she's got too many clients. She has a lot of clients. Yeah, she has a lot of clients. But she's real good. She does all the things.
Right, okay.
Another one I deal with, we definitely do live see, but she's real good. Her name is Dana Corner. She's out, I think she's like 7th California. And then there's Dr. Ramani, she's East Indian. And then there's a white guy named Les Conrad, and he's definitely religious.
Doggone it. It wasn't, it was on mute. Oh, he's coming on the show. That was my bad. Y'all should have said something. My bad. Anyway, it was on mute. My bad. It was on mute, but he's coming on the show. All right. I done accidentally put the thing on mute. Golly. Anyway, so what he was saying is, y'all should have called my phone and told me. Anyway, what he was saying is that resources should be given to the black residents. He's coming on the show and everything. I know of him. So, yes, he's going to come on the show. But what he's saying is more resources to the city of Chicago, more resources to the South Side. You're spending $15 million for the migrant issue. Give it to the Inglewood, and just imagine what it was for Inglewood. So that's just how that is. So my apologies that it was muted when it came to that. My apologies. Okay, so he's going to come on the show. We got that card. We got another card. And like I said, they're going to come on the show. So, yeah, we got it. The old man, yes, he's a part of that. He's a part of that organization. Yes, he's coming as well. So then we have Mother. I have her information. She's coming on the show as well. I forgot Mother. I forgot her. I have her information. She's coming. All of them going to come on the show. So make it easier. Yeah. I'm going to send them an email. Okay, y'all. But yeah. But y'all heard it. Oh, yeah. It says you must make sure your sound's right. Yeah. So that's how that goes. All right. So we are here. We got almost 4 hours worth of content. This has been great. Like I said, it's been awesome. I have a lot of footage that I recorded, the entire thing. We need resources. So it's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a live stream. I definitely need to get the stand because when you have it the hand, it mutes. Like you press button, it will put it on mute because you got to move the phone and move this, move that. So we're gonna get the stand and stuff like that. We need your financial resources. So thank y'all so very much. This has been amazing. The first city council meeting. It was a lot. It was a lot. It really was. But it was fun. I was not bored. A lot of things I did not know. So learning the language. And I think the more and more you do it, the more and more you will learn the language. So yeah, so that's how that goes. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.